American Exchange Bank, right here in Lindsay, is a locally owned and operated community bank that believes in just that, you, a community of fellow Leopards. We love our customers. We feel very grateful for each one. So if you are looking for a safe place to put your money, need help achieving that next dream project, or are simply looking for a different banking experience, give us a call at 405-756-3101. We look forward to serving you each day. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
Craving a taste of authentic Mexico right here in town? Head over to Casa 13. Dive into a variety of salsas, from zesty and mild to bold and spicy. Order to go and settle in for all your Leopard action at home. And don't forget the drinks. Or come in and catch the Friday night football games live and curb your hunger. Late night watching Leopard football? Let us cook breakfast for you. Now serving breakfast Saturdays and Sundays. Come see us at 110 Southeast 4th Street. Go Leopards! Looking for your next adventure? Head to Morris Motorsports in Chickasha. We carry top brands like Polaris, Can-Am, Kawasaki, and Honda. Plus, we offer a full-service and parts department. Whether it's ATVs, side-by-sides, motorcycles, or accessories, we've got what you're looking for. Visit morrismotorsports.com or give us a call at 405-224-6113. At Morris Motorsports, we don't just sell machines, we sell fun.
For all your construction needs, give Brad Taylor a call with B&S Construction at 1-405-428-0039. B&S Construction specializes in concrete pads, sidewalks, and metal buildings of all sizes. Call Brad today for a free estimate. The crew at B&S Construction would like to wish the Leopards a safe and successful season. Go Lindsay! For all your oil-filled electrical needs, call Michael Sharrock with SOS Electrical. SOS is a family-owned business that specializes in oil-filled, industrial, and commercial electrical construction and maintenance. No job is too big, no job is too small. Give SOS a call at 1-405-428-1944 today. Good luck, Leopards!
This is Dr. Matt Shelton with Lindsay Family Dentistry. I'm a 1997 graduate of Lindsay High School and have been practicing dentistry in Lindsay since 2006. We welcome you to come to our dental practice so we can help you and your family with all your dental needs. We offer dental services for everyone at every age, from braces to aligners to crowns, bridges, dentures, and implants. Give us a call today at 405-756-4093 or stop by at 102 Southwest 7th Street and let us give you the healthy, beautiful smile you've always dreamed of.
The team at Streamline Services contributes a great deal of their success to hard work, experience, and above all, a positive health and safety protocol. There is every reason they should be your next phone call for any of your oil and gas swabbing needs. Give Austin Smith a call today at 1-405-756-7763 to see how Streamline Services can help with your project while ensuring safety and professionalism without sacrificing quality work being done. Everyone at Streamline Services wishes the best of luck to everyone at Lindsay Public Schools this year. Go Leopards.
Tonight's broadcast of Lindsay Leopard Football brought to you in part by the Super C-Mart, your hometown grocery store, offering everything you need to feed the family, including fresh produce and choice meats. Good luck to the Lindsay Leopard football team from your fans at the Super C-Mart.
For over 68 years, Winans Funeral Home in Maysville, Oklahoma, has been serving families in the area during their greatest time of need, the loss of a loved one. We treat each family as if they were our own and consider it a true calling to minister to each and every family that calls upon us. We don't take caring for your loved one and your family lightly. Your care is important to us. Call on us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, where our staff can assist your family with immediate need with the loss of a loved one, pre-need arrangement planning, pre-need burial insurance, along with questions regarding funeral burial trust accounts, Veterans Administration, and Social Security benefits questions. Myself, John W. Williams, Teresa, and Claudia are well experienced in these areas and will be more than happy to assist you in any way we can. Winans Funeral Home in Maysville, where you are family.
Are you tired of doing laundry? Give Sunshine Suds a call and let them do it for you. Sunshine Suds will wash and fold your clothes, and they also offer dry cleaning. Sunshine Suds also does quilting and alterations. Load up that laundry basket and head to Sunshine Suds, located at 107 Southwest 2nd Street in Lindsay, Oklahoma, or give them a call at 405-756-2850.
If you need local trash pickup with quality service at a fair price, call Red Dirt Waste Services today at 580-432-5697. Red Dirt Waste Services is locally owned and operated, offering household, residential, and light commercial trash pickup in Lindsay and surrounding areas, including Ellick, Bradley, Bray Doyle, Cox City, Elmore City, and Foster. Red Dirt Waste Services does household cleanouts too, and they offer 96-gallon poly carts and dumpsters. Bagged, loose, or heavy items, doesn't matter, they'll come get it. Red Dirt Waste Services even offers valet service, so you don't even have to take your trash to the curb. Schedule your weekly pickup today by calling 580-432-5697. Stop paying more than you have to for quality, dependable, and locally owned trash pickup. Call Red Dirt Waste Services at 580-432-5697. That's 580-432-5697.
El Unico Taco Truck is ready to curb your hunger. The traveling taco truck has locations in Lindsay and Blanchard and is available for catering services. You can contact El Unico to book your next event at 405-760-0821. El Unico enjoys supporting all of our Leopards with their Taco Tuesdays. Reach out to El Unico for your next event. Legacy Roofing is a family-owned and operated business that serves Lindsay, Oklahoma and surrounding areas. We specialize in getting your home back to its best, whether it be annual wear and tear or storm damage. We don't just fix roofs, we take care of your home. Legacy Roofing, family-owned, community-focused, and always here for you. Call us today for a free estimate at 405-756-8855 and let us protect your home with the care it deserves.
Capturing all your special moments is such a blessing to me, from running down the ball field to walking down the aisle. Call or text Photography Blessings by Lacey for all your photography needs. 405-428-0305. Go Leopards and Leopardettes.
Life is loud, chaotic, hilarious, and occasionally peaceful. Your life fits you, so why settle for life insurance that fits someone else? At Shelter Insurance, our local agents help you design a personal protection plan backed by award-winning customer service. We're your shield. We're your shelter. Shelter Life Insurance Company, Columbia, Missouri.
Find the award-winning service you need with Caleb Smith in Lindsay.
T&W Tire is a family-owned, full-service commercial tire company. As a leader in auto repair, T&W is more than just tires. Our highly qualified mechanics can get you back on the road no matter what you drive. We also specialize in serving the tire needs of commercial fleets, oil and gas, construction equipment, and a variety of industrial applications. So for your automotive needs, look no further than T&W Tire, located at 410 Southeast 4th in Lindsay, Oklahoma, or look up one of our many locations on tnwtire.com.
Asher Oilfield Services. Success starts here. We have decades of experience and consistently exceed our customers' expectations. Contact us for all your flowback needs. Check us out on the web at asheroilfield.com.
Looking for top quality concrete that gets the job done right? At Jerry Tucker Cementing, we provide premium, ready-mix concrete for any project, big or small. Our concrete is mixed to perfection, ensuring strength, durability, and a flawless finish every time. Whether you're a contractor or a DIYer, our concrete is the solid choice you can trust.
Too hot to mow? Too busy to mow? Don't sweat it. Grow and Behold Landscaping meets all your professional lawn care needs for residential and commercial properties. Licensed, insured, always dependable. Whether it's residential mowing and pest control or commercial landscaping, when it grows up, we show up. Call Grow and Behold Landscaping now for your free quote at 405-926-1492. Mention KBLP for a 5% discount on your first service.
Well, welcome to the American Exchange Bank Lindsay Leopards Coaches Show. My name is Glenn Shoemake, and I will be visiting with the head coach of the Leopards, Mr. Sam Hembry, here as we approach Game 3 of the Oklahoma High School football season. And we're going to be recapping the Leopards game against the Purcell Dragons. That was 2 Fridays ago. And previewing tonight's game against the Atoka Wampus Cats. And with that being said, Coach Hembry, welcome to the broadcast.
Hey, Glenn.
Hey, it's always good to see you, and always good to talk Lindsay Leopard football, especially when you got the kind of team you got right now. I tell you, you guys are on a roll. Let's kind of talk about last 2 weeks ago, and I had mentioned to you in passing, I didn't realize there was a trophy associated with that game.
There's a trophy for everything now, it seems like. Yeah.
So, you guys got the Pauls Valley Trophy, you got the Purcell Trophy, you're 2-0, you're coming off a bye week. Man, you got to be feeling pretty good right now. Kind of talk about how you feel about your team and where you're at right now.
Oh, we feel pretty good. I mean, anytime with our non-conference games being what rivals they are and the caliber of teams that they typically are, anytime you can go beat one or both, it's a good thing. And we're very fortunate. We're kind of a veteran team this year, and so those kids have been in those big games like that, and they're not big as far as season ending, define our season type things, but they're emotional games for the kids and for our fans. So because we work with those people day in and day out in Pauls Valley and Purcell, and so it's a friendly rivalry to say the least. So we're really excited, really pleased. Having a bye week to kind of get our feet underneath us was good this last week, and so we're excited, but we're you kind of get back into that mode of we're ready to go hit somebody else.
Right, and let's kind of talk about the dominating performance you had against Purcell. Beating the Dragons 32-6. That was their opener, and you guys just kind of dominated on both sides of the ball. Offense looks much better than week one, and then your defense just continues to be incredible. Giving up 6 points in the first game and 6 points in the second game has been definitely something that you can hang your hat on.
Yeah, it's one of those deals that I told the coaches, it's defense is easy. You just got to chase the football and line up right, and anytime you see it the triple option, it will kind of give you an idea where you're at as far as the discipline of your football team goes. And I was very pleased with our boys Friday. They played very disciplined. And we started the week with a couple of different ways to play it, and realized pretty early in the week that a few of those ways were slowing our kids down. And our strength is that we're pretty fast on defense. And so we don't want them thinking. So we just kind of gave them one way to go defend it and make them get the ball to the edge. And in that offense, if you can make them execute their offense all the way to the perimeter, most of the time they'll put it on the ground. And that's what happened Friday.
Yeah. And outstanding win. You guys are standing at 2-0. I'm not sure if what the rankings are, but I know you guys are in the top 10 in Class 2A1. And of course, you've got to be making sure you don't overlook Atoka coming up, and we'll talk about that here in a minute. But like you talked about the bye week, do you give your guys like a week off? How do you put new stuff in without giving away too many coaching secrets here?
Oh yeah, I mean every year is different. We kind of use this last week because we do have some experience. we did use this last week to kind of new install, and then to kind of expand on some stuff that we've already been doing. Some years it's back to basics and we treat it like, like it's the first week of practice again. So we did a little of both, I think, with this group. But more than anything, we just kind of, we didn't shorten practice or anything, but we just didn't go knock heads all week. I think health is, and making sure our feet are under us. And I'll be interested to see kind of where our conditioning is after 2 games under our belt, but then a week off, So, there's nothing that can replace game conditioning. And so I'm glad that we got a game this week to get us primed up for district play.
Absolutely. We are talking with Lindsay Leopard head coach Sam Hembry on the American Exchange Bank pregame coaches show here on KBLP Radio and KBLP Live. Coach, this week's opponent will be the Atoka Wampus Cats. They are 0-2. They've struggled offensively in their first 2 games. I know on paper this looks like a lopsided win. And we've had this conversation before. How do you get your guys focused to take care of business tonight?
It's just, I think it just goes back to what we preach to them every day, is that outcomes are distractions. And if we want to be where we've got our sights set, going into the playoffs, that these days you don't get back. So you got to take them serious and try to go get better every day. And you don't always, they're kids and they're human, and it's hard to get motivated sometimes. But I think if you can kind of fight through that and coach them through that you get some good out of those bye weeks.
Yeah. What do you see out of Atoka? Do they have some players back? What do you kind of expect out of them?
Yeah, a couple of their leading tacklers from last year and rushers are back. They've lost some of those guys up front, but they've had a coaching change over there, so it's a different style of offense and stuff than what we've seen out of Atoka the last couple of years, and they've got them playing sound. There's nothing that you look at and say, oh well, we can go exploit this. We're just going to have to go play better football than they do, and really lean on our guys to run it better than they can defend it, and defend it better than they can run it.
Right. Well, I know it's going to be an exciting contest. The Leopards will kick off tonight at Burford Field at Lindsay High School at 7:30. So you can watch that on KBLP Live on Facebook and the YouTube channel, and also on the radio station KBLP 105.1. So, Coach, we appreciate your time. Look forward to talking to you each week. Good luck on your game tonight, and go Leopards.
Thank you, Glenn.
You bet. Thanks to Coach Sam Hembry for visiting with us on the American Exchange Bank Coaches Show. This wraps it up from here. Listen and watch tonight at 7 o'clock for the pregame with the voice of the Leopard, Greg Peary, bringing you the play-by-play on KBLP Radio and our live stream channels. With that being said, we will check with you next week. Have a good week. Go Leopards.
Well, hey, good evening, everyone, and welcome to a Friday night in Lindsay, Oklahoma. We are at Burford Field, and it is week 3 of the high school football season as we get set for a matchup between the Lindsay Leopards and the Wampus Cats of Atoka. My name is Greg Peary. Glad you've joined us here tonight for this live broadcast of Lindsay Leopard football on KBLP Live. Alongside my broadcast partner, Andrew Lyon. Andrew? We both kind of had that same sentiment today. It's finally football day. Those bye weeks seem to take forever to go by. But,
you got it.
But finally back here at home, Burford Field, and set to take on an Atoka team that the Leopards have met 3 times previously the past 3 years. This will be the 4th meeting between these two teams. The Leopards have defeated them all 3 times fairly handily. Last year was a 62-24 affair. We'll talk a little bit more about that coming up in just a minute. But the Leopards right now on a roll, and if my research is correct, the Leopards are 2-0 coming into this matchup, and the Atoka is 0-2. But this is the first time the Leopards have been 2-0 to start the season since 2016.
Wow. Yeah, so I didn't realize it had been quite so long. The AD and I were talking about that earlier and couldn't remember what date, and you came up with the date, and I was really surprised. It didn't seem like it'd been quite that long, but we're happy to be 2-0 again. Well,
let's maybe we can repeat that season, because that season the Leopards went undefeated in the regular season. Were 10-0 in the regular season, won their first round of matchup in playoffs, and then ran into Luther in the second round and lost that game by 3 points, 35-32 in the second round of the playoffs. So maybe we can repeat that. Let's see if we can't just keep this undefeated season going.
I'm all for it, baby.
I'm liking that. The Leopards coming off of a win against Purcell. That game seems like it was forever ago. It was just 2 weeks ago. But a big win against the Purcell team that it's like we talked about it during the broadcast. It seems like the last 2 or 3 years it's been a late push by the Dragons, and they end up picking up a win against the Leopards, and the Leopards finally came up with one and came up with it big against Purcell. Final score 32-6. Purcell did not score until there was 1:19 left to go in the ball game. Obviously a lot of subs in the game for the Leopards at that point of the ball game, but it was just it was a really good complete game by the Leopards. 264 yards on the ground on 32 rushing plays, had 113 through the air from Isaac Cameron, 6 of 12, 113 yards, so 377 yards of total offense. But when you look at 113 through the air, 264 on the ground, and we kind of commented on it. Dutton Taylor and Isaac Cameron both were trying to figure out who was going to end up as the leading rusher in that game. Both of them ended up over 100 yards. With Dutton Taylor 13 carries, 114 yards on the ground. He had 2 rushing touchdowns. Isaac Cameron was 8 carries, 108 yards on the ground. And again, he was 6 of 12. For 113 yards and 2 touchdown passes on the night. You go to the receiving side of the ball, Manny Aguero ended up with a big night. 4 catches, 90 yards, had a touchdown catch as well. So, again, the Leopards put together a great game plan against Purcell and really just kind of kept Purcell on their heels the whole game.
Absolutely. And talking about the defense in that game, I thought it was a very complete defense. Reiterating what we talked about during that game was starting with defending that dive on the triple option, also getting out there. We had the most trouble handling the quarterback.
Right.
He's pretty shifty. We handled the pitch men just fine, but I thought all the way across from the quarterback to the sideline, we did a really good job. We flew to the football. Biggest deal for me, being an old lineman, was I'm looking at them hogs up front, and, man, they handled the inside game very well. So defensively, they did end up giving up 260, I think it was 260 total yards, taking into account a long Purcell drive late in that game against basically our freshmen. So not accounting for that one, they hold them to somewhere around 200 yards on a heavy run team. It's not a bad job.
Yeah, they ended up, I think they had 3 players that were right around 50 yards apiece rushing, and kind of spread it around. But with that, it sounds like we are about to do our national anthem here, so we're going to send it back to JD. We will take a timeout, and we'll come back with more of your American Exchange Bank game first, right after this on KBLP Live.
American Exchange Bank, right here in Lindsay, is a locally owned and operated community bank that believes in just that, you, a community of fellow Leopards. We love our customers. We feel very grateful for each one. So if you are looking for a safe place to put your money, need help achieving that next dream project, or are simply looking for a different banking experience, give us a call at 405-756-3101. We look forward to serving you each day. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
A friend is someone who knows where you came from. Someone who always shows up when you need them.
Hey, Ben.
Someone who's there for the good times and the challenging ones. With comprehensive insurance policies backed by award-winning customer service, Shelter Insurance is committed to being there when you need us most.
When the unexpected strikes, see Shelter Agent Caleb Smith in Lindsay.
Jake Shortstop offers gas, snacks, ice cream, pizza, subs, wings, and the coldest drinks in town. Everyone at Jake Shortstop says good luck to the Lindsay Leopards this football season.
Welcome back here to Burford Field. We're still about 11 minutes away from kickoff between the Lindsay Leopards and the Atoka Wampus Cats here in week 3 of the high school football season. Greg Peary alongside Andrew Lyon, J.D. Scruggs over on the live stream. We've got Kevin Scruggs up top on the camera, and Jason Wallenberg handling things back down at our beautiful KBLP studios in downtown Lindsay, Oklahoma on FM 105.1. Appreciate him taking care of that for us tonight. Back to that Purcell game just a little bit as we were we'll finish up talking about that. But the defense, again, really more once the Leopards kind of had that one in control, because you really go back and look at the scoring. The Leopards were up just 14-0 at halftime, but came out and answered, 3 scores in a row. The Leopards go 20, 26, and 32. So you build that lead out pretty quick there in the start of that second half, and that's when Purcell kind of started to get some traction when the Leopards start putting some subs in. And, again, you mentioned that long drive there at the end that they finally did score with 1:19 to go in the game. But it really was both teams ground and pound on the ground. A lot of rushing from Purcell, not much passing at all. I think they ended up with 54 yards through the air was all. The Leopards only 113. It's a good night for Isaac Cameron passing. But tonight, I think we're going to see even more of that, especially from Atoka. Don't have a lot of their starters, and don't know. I've even seen some guys that on film we saw them start, and now they're in street clothes on the sideline. So I don't know who they'll have in their place. We did not get to see their offense warm up. But they will start a freshman quarterback, though, that is number 18. That is Ryan Barton. And Barton is a 6', 160-pound freshman. So you start a freshman running back, but behind him at running back, or at quarterback, behind him at running back is a number 7, Wade McCall. Wade was on the roster last year. I didn't show in our matchup with him last year that he did a whole lot, but he is a stud back there at running back. He's listed at 6'2", 195. He is a senior, and you go watch game film on him, and he's a beast running back at 6'2", and you mentioned it. You go watch some of the film, and they'll line him up out there at 6'2" at a wide receiver. He's got some speed, and he can make things happen.
Yeah, you bet. Of the film that I watched, he really looks like the one to keep an eye on. I think he could, in the right situations, he could do some damage to us on the ground, possibly some in the passing game too. So he really struck me as the most athletic guy. But they've got a couple of good-looking dudes. The guy who will run the slot back, tight end, slot receiver role, number 44. His name is Tegan Richardson. He looked like a pretty solid athlete as well, offensive and defensively. Couple of receivers out there. Again, we don't know who's starting. I know we had a young man I spoke to before the game a little bit ago who was hurt, who would have played part of that role. So don't know who those guys are going to be, but I did identify a couple of guys on film that, given a little bit of time, a little bit of space, they can hurt you. So we're going to have to be on our toes a little bit in the defensive secondary. And I think probably from this team we'll see more passing than we have seen thus far this year. So that's going to be a test, and we'll see who comes out to start for the Leopards. I think we may be down one of our defensive secondary players this week, so and have a guy in there that hasn't played a ton. So we'll see how they respond to that, but I do think definitely going to have to keep number 7 under wraps first and foremost, but I do think Atoka will go to the air. That being said, if they do go to the air, I really have a feeling that our defensive line, is really going to give them a hard time in the backfield. Right. I think they struggle a little bit up front from what I saw on film. I think we're going to have guys in the backfield all night, giving giving the young freshmen a hard time back there.
Well, and I would probably equate that to much like the Pauls Valley game. You started a freshman in the Pauls Valley game at quarterback, and I think our defensive line had him rattled all night long.
Yeah,
sure. I just think they just kept the pressure on him. And again, nothing against the freshmen, but there's just that lack of experience at that role, and so I think you're going to find that probably here again tonight.
Any freshman you put out, and it's not knocking any freshman, that's a big role to step into.
Absolutely.
And as a quarterback, an extra big role to step into. You're the general out there, right? So. It's a major transition. It's a lot to put on a young guy. From what I saw on film, he seems to handle it pretty well. So kudos to him.
Yeah.
But I do think he's going to get a hard time here against probably a tougher defense than he's seen thus far.
I would agree. They do have, again, they are 0-2 coming into tonight's game. They lost to Ringling out of Class A in the season opener. 42-6 was the final in that one, and then played Colgate last week in the Boggy Bottom Bowl, as they call it down there in that part of the country. But Colgate beat them 25-6. So, again, Atoka comes in 0-2 to the ball game here tonight. Last year, we'll give you some numbers that looks like what the Leopards did against the Atoka last season. 617 yards of total offense, had 494 on the ground, including what was that? 181 from Manny Aguero on the ground, had 100 from Dutton Taylor on the ground, had 90 from, and I just went blank on his name, and I said I wouldn't do that. He was number 45 last year. Now I'm blank on that.
Who was playing 45? Now I can't remember.
Anyway, and I didn't write the names down, obviously, but he had 90 yards on 6 carries. So, again, the Leopards just ran on Atoka last season. I think you're going to find probably that first series or so, we're going to find out if we can establish that same running game against the Wampus Cats. And if we can, then that you start getting those safeties creeping up, and then I think you're going to find the Leopards will probably hit them for a long one. But again, I think you're right. The Leopard defense is going to force them to try to have to throw the ball against us, and we'll see how they do with that.
Yep. I would agree. I'll tell you one thing, though, I do worry about in games like this where the opponent may not be seen as a tough game. I can tell you from experience that if we ever took somebody lightly, that's when we played our worst football games. So what I'm interested in seeing tonight is if the Leopards can do what they're supposed to do, take care of business, continue to execute, and hopefully clean up some of the execution issues we've had in the first 2 games, eliminate some of the silly penalties that we've gotten, and just generally take care of business. I think the expectation tonight is that the Leopards come away with a win. Let's see how they do it. Is it ugly, or do we do the work we're supposed to do and come out the way it's expected?
Well, and this is your final tune-up. Next week you start district play, and that's when it really starts to count. So this is when you really got to shore up all of those things and be ready to roll.
For sure, and we've got some tests coming up.
They've got some big tests coming up, so we'll talk about that more too. Well, let's take another timeout, and we're still about 4 minutes away from kickoff, so we'll send it back over to JD. Some more words from our fine sponsors of Leopard football here on KBLP Live. We'll be back to get you ready for kickoff right after this on KBLP Live.
Asher Oilfield Services. Success starts here. We have decades of experience and consistently exceed our customers' expectations. Contact us for all your flowback needs. Check us out on the web at asheroilfield.com.
For all your construction needs, give Brad Taylor a call with B&S Construction at 1-405-428-0039. B&S Construction specializes in concrete pads, sidewalks, and metal buildings of all sizes. Call Brad today for a free estimate. The crew at B&S Construction would like to wish the Leopards a safe and successful season. Go Lindsay!
BC Factoring and Finance is a local, family-owned finance company. We assist small businesses with flexible and creative financing solutions to meet their cash flow needs. Call us to discuss ways we can help free up your time to focus on building your business. Visit us online at bcfactoring.com or give us a call at 405-259-2104. Go, Lindsay!
Welcome back to Burford Field. Let's get to your starting lineups. The captains are on the field for the coin toss. Andrew will keep up with that while I go through your starting lineups for the Lindsay Leopards, and we'll start on the offensive side of the ball, and we'll start with the skill players on that side of the ball. At quarterback is number 3, Isaac Cameron. He's a 6'1", 178-pound junior. At the running back, see the tandem of number 2, Dutton Taylor, 6 foot, 190-pound senior. Also number 16, Crew Flood. He's a 5'11", 160-pound sophomore. Also in the backfield tonight, we'll probably see number 8, Gus Torres. He'll line up tight end. He'll line up a slot back, but he's a 6'3", 250-pound senior and a hoss of a blocking back there for those running backs. We'll go out to the wide receivers. Number 9 is Will Lawrence. Lawrence, a 5'11", 190-pound junior. Number 6 is Tug Fott. He's a 6'2", 220-pound senior. And number 22, Riker McCulley, 5'9", 141-pound sophomore. Then we'll talk about the guys opening the holes up front for those running backs, and we'll start right in the middle at center, number 66, Maxton Simonton, 5'11", 180-pound senior. Over on the right-hand side at guard will be number 77, Dennis Deggering. He's a 6'4", 290-pound senior. At right tackle will be number 75, Caleb Snow, 6'1", 240-pound senior. On the left side at guard, number 50, Caven Hunter. Hunter, a 5'11", 190-pound senior. And at left tackle will be number 54, Scott Jones. He's a 6'2", 205-pound junior. Go to the defensive side of the ball. We'll start with the big guys up front. Right in the middle will be number 50, Caven Hunter. And then on either side will be Gus Torres, Caleb Snow. Those guys will be playing both sides of the ball tonight. And your 4 linebackers also playing offense and defense. Scott Jones, Dutton Taylor, Crew Flood, Will Lawrence will be your 4 linebackers tonight against that running game of the Wampus Cats. And then we go to the secondary. At the corners will be number 5, Aiden Beck. He's a 6 foot, 180-pound senior. Your other corner is your quarterback, Isaac Cameron. Then at the safeties, we'll have number 10, Eli Curry. He's a 5'11", 147-pound junior. The other safety will be number 20, Holden Thornburg, 5'7", 135-pound junior. The head coach for the Lindsay Leopards is Sam Embry. He's assisted by Stephen Merrill, Braxton Turner, Cody Weaver, Caleb Hall, Jackson Stephen, and Tyler Sharp. Again, the Leopards 2-0. Coming into the contest tonight against Atoka, who is 0-2 coming into the night. We've talked a little bit about some of the guys we expect to see from them. But the head coach at Atoka is Luke Ring. Luke is the son of Glennis Ring. Glennis Ring, well known in this part of the country for his long time coaching around here. Glennis is now an assistant at Atoka for his son. So Luke Ring, the head coach. Glennis Ring, Clay Atwood, Cameron Stone King, Cody Tramble, Jeff Waller, and Chris Wingo, the assistant coaches for Luke Ring there at Atoka. Teams have made it out to the sidelines. We're just about ready to get this one underway. Andrew, let's talk about the coin toss.
It looks like Lindsay won the coin toss. They elected to kick off. So Leopards will be kicking off from west to east. That's right to left on your screen. And the Wampus Cats will start on offense.
All right.
That's assuming they catch the kickoff.
Exactly. We do have some games going on. There's a lot of teams that are not playing tonight. This is a bye week for a lot of teams, so there's a lot of teams that are not playing tonight. But we've got some of our area teams around. We'll try to catch up with some of those scores coming up at halftime. But the Leopards will kick it away, and number 6, Tug Fott, will tee it up for the Leopards. Looks like, I believe that is number 8, Case Horton, that is back deep for the Wampus Cats. Greg Peary and Drew Lyon here on the call for you tonight as we get ready to kick off week 3 of the high school football season. And Fott just about ready to go. Line drive, and it'll be actually taken by a number 9. That is Javen Keaton, and he'll be brought down just across the 30-yard line to the 31, and so Atoka will start off 1st and 10, their own 31-yard line.
Here we go.
See what Atoka brings out on offense.
Good,
and
Jimmy.
I'm already a little confused because I'm not seeing who I expected to see out there at quarterback, which is number 18. So they will do a quick run. They got a full wishbone behind.
Wishbone.
And stacked up right in the middle. No gain on the play, and that was the fullback, number 44. And you had already talked about him, Tegan Richardson. Richardson got a yard to the 32. And number 17 is the quarterback, and that is Connor Ritchie, the freshman. Again, full wishbone, wide receiver right. They'll have flags at the snap, so hang on. And we will have a false start on Atoka. So a 2nd and 9 is now going to become a 2nd and 14 and move the ball back to the 27.
Well, I was prepared to give a full rundown of Atoka's offense in pregame, and it did not include the wishbone.
The wishbone.
Haven't seen
and
that
number
at
17
all.
at quarterback.
Yeah.
They had Ryan Barton, number 18's been at quarterback.
Definitely showing us something here that we did not prepare for this week, I bet.
Again, tight end left, wide receiver right, and this time the quarterback keeper, and he is wrapped up immediately as Gus Torres and Crew Flood combine right at the 30-yard line. The 25-yard line. And we'll give him the 26.
Outstanding.
So at the loss of a yard.
Outstanding penetration for the defensive line so far. I think that's something that they'll be able to do all night long.
3rd down and 15 now for the Wampus Cats. Again, they'll send Keaton wide right. Full wishbone. Under center. Richie, and this time fumbled it, but he picked it back up. But that was McCall just trying to make something happen after he didn't get a clean handoff there, and he does get some positive yardage out to the 28-yard line. But it's going to bring up a 4th down and 13, and Atoka will have to punt this one away.
Tackle there was Dennis Deggering.
So back deep for the Leopards, and they're standing perfectly where I can't see their numbers. There is McCauley far right, and Aiden Beck is the other one back there with him, number 5. High snap. Wingo is the punter, gets off a nice spiraling punt. Beck has it at the 35, to the 40, breaks to his left at the 45. He's at the 50, and it slips as he tried to make a cut at the Wampus Cat 45-yard line. So Leopards will start off their first possession in Atoka territory at the 45.
Yeah, good little run back there by Aiden Beck. Excellent field position to start. I'm hoping that we can just plug right along here and put one on the board, put 6 on the board.
They mark him out at the 47. So Leopards 1st and 10, the Atoka 47-yard line. Fott and McCulley are wide right. Beck is wide left. Cameron from the shotgun with Taylor to his left. And slow start there.
Ooh.
And Taylor nearly caught in the backfield, manages to get away and turned that into a pretty good gain on first down.
Sure
he was nearly caught in the backfield.
Made something out of nothing there. We're fortunate we were able to turn that positive. Tackle was made by number 7, and that is Wade McCall, who we mentioned was probably their best player both sides of the ball.
Got it to the 41. Pickup of 6 makes it 2nd and 4. Again, twins either side with Cameron in the shotgun. Taylor to his right. And Taylor right up the middle this time. Caught. Manages to get across the 45 to the 44, though. And he'll pick up. I've got to go going the other direction. How about we go to the 40 to the 39-yard line. And bring up a 3rd down and 2. Trips left this time. Fought the lone receiver right. Cameron from the shotgun. Looking for the slant. It's got McCulley at the 35. Makes the first man miss and then gets gang tackled and pushed forward to the 32-yard line. A pickup of 7 on the pass to McCulley.
That was Wade McCall again combining with Michael Miller for the Wampus Cats on the tackle.
So Lawrence, McCulley, and Beck are all split left. Fought split right. Again from the shotgun for Cameron. The jet sweep left for Taylor, and Beck got pushed down and ended up right in the way of Taylor, and he might have got a yard to the 31. Bring up 2nd and 9.
Didn't have any room here out on the edge, so he cut that back and met number 44, a Wampus Cat, Tegan Richardson. Just not much room there. Playing pretty good defense.
This time, I formation. Taylor right up the middle, dragging the pile with him, still dragging the pile with him, and he's going to be close to a first down. Yards after contact on that one was huge.
Tough run. Very tough run.
I think they're going to mark him at the 23. So a yard short. Pickup of 8 on that. 3rd down and 1. And again, Taylor right up the middle. Bounces it to the left. He's got a wide open field in front of him. Touchdown. Dutton Taylor looking for Laundry on the field. And I don't see any. 23-yard touchdown run for Dutton Taylor.
That is awfully reminiscent of the first touchdown against Purcell the other night. Same corner, looked like the same play. Well done. Here
Replay
comes
coming up on the screen if you want to check it out. Taylor got there, was nothing in the middle, and when he went left, it was great blocking downfield by those wide receivers, and he had a wide open field all the way to the end zone.
Absolutely. A quick 6. They made us work for it just a little bit, but we got there.
Leopards going for 2, have bunch receivers either side. In motion is Beck, flip it to him, and he got caught from behind, avoided that one, and then went in. That's a strong run right there from Aiden Beck.
Yeah, he was caught in the backfield right there. I didn't catch the number of that player in the backfield, but he just plowed right through it to the line. Great job, Beck.
7:05 left to go in the first. Leopards strike first. It's 8-0 Lindsay. We'll send it back over to JD. A timeout. We're back with more live coverage of Leopard football presented by the American Exchange Bank here on KBLP Live.
Craving a taste of authentic Mexico right here in town? Head over to Casa 13. Dive into a variety of salsas, from zesty and mild to bold and spicy. Order to go and settle in for all your Leopard action at home. And don't forget the drinks. Or come in and catch the Friday night football games live and curb your hunger. Late night watching Leopard football? Let us cook breakfast for you. Now serving breakfast Saturdays and Sundays. Come see us at 110 Southeast 4th Street. Go Leopards!
Thought set to kick it away for the Leopards. They lead 8-0. This one again heads in the direction of Keaton at the right side and gets slung down. Crew flood. And Kevin Hunter ran right into Keaton right at the 30-yard line.
Yeah, I think they ran into each other just a little bit too.
So Atoka, 1st and 10 there on 30, will start their second possession there. Was forced into a 3-and-out. Their first possession, including a 5-yard false start penalty, but 6:59 left here in the first. The Leopards with an 8-0 lead. And here's another wrinkle. Now they will bring in Ryan Barton at quarterback, the freshman. McCall in the backfield, and they'll go 3 wide receivers, 2 left, 1 right. Barton calls for it right up the middle. McCall dodges the first defender and then gets brought down just across the 31, maybe the 32, and actually they're marking him out at the 33-yard line, so 3 tough yards there for Wade McCall.
Tackle there was Scott Jones from the inside linebacker position. That's just your basic inside zone right there. They'll run quite a bit of this out of that single back slot formation.
Low snap. McCall picks it up off the ground, and again, he is such a tough runner. He turned what could have been a loss right there into some positive yards. In fact, it looks like they got all the way out to the 37-yard line.
Yeah, he's definitely the kind of runner that one-on-one, he's liable to make you miss or just run right through a tackle. We're going to have to gang tackle this young man, get some help at the second level from those inside backers. 3rd
down and a long 3. They'll stay Twins left, actually trips left, single receiver right. Back to passes Barton. He's looking for the out route and had his fullback out there. That's Richardson, and then off the hands of Richardson, it falls incomplete.
Yep, he had a man out there. He was open and looked like he just turned his head before he actually had the ball in his hands. Got to see it into the hands before you go, but that's awfully hard when you're out there on an island and you know you've got a cornerback in your hip pocket.
Wingo backs up into punt formation, 4th down, and again that long 3. And the Leopards don't have anybody back deep. Bad snap. Wingo tried to get it away. It's blocked. Flood picks it up, and he takes off. He gets brought down across the 15. And the Leopards are going to be in the red zone to start their second possession after a bad snap caused a blocked punt.
I believe that was Caleb Snow out there getting a hand on the kick or running into him before he got the kick off. Good job right there. That's a good place to be.
5:45 left here in the first, and the Leopards block a punt and have it at the Atoka 14-yard line. Flood will check in at running back for this series. Fott goes wide right. Beck and Lawrence are wide left, and Torres checks in at the slot left. From the pistol formation, Flood looking left, cuts it up, gets to the 10, gets to the 5, touchdown, Crew Flood. A one-play, 14-yard scoring drive. Crew Flood takes it all the way to the house.
Boy.
Let's watch a replay of that one. And again, this was kind of like that zone read. He looks inside, there's nothing there, but look at the blocking up front, and then he just outran 2 defenders there at the 5 and took it all the way in.
Yeah, there was defenders in position there. He just flat went around them.
2-point conversion again, and Flood right up the middle, untouched. I thought Flood might have got called right there because he flinched just before the snap. But Flood gets the 2-point conversion and the touchdown, and it is 16-0 Leopards with 5:38 left to go here in the first quarter. We'll send it back to JD. Some words from our sponsors. We're back with more live coverage of Leopard football right after this. It's presented by the American Exchange Bank on KBLP Live.
Tonight's football broadcast is brought to you in part by the City of Lindsay, proud supporters of Lindsay Leopard football and all student endeavors at Lindsay Public Schools. Keep up with local information and events at cityoflindsay.com, which now offers easy online bill pay. Good luck to the Leopards this football season from the City of Lindsay.
16-0 Leopards with 5:38 left in the first. Pretty good stats. 1 carry, 14 yards, and a touchdown for Crew Flood.
What would you say his average rush is?
Yeah, 14 yards a carry. And also a touchdown every carry. Line drive kick from Fought. This one ends up in the hands of Case Horton. He's at the 25 and then gets driven backwards. Huge hit right there. That is a number 20, Holden Thornburg, with that shot.
That was a shot right there.
I tell you what, you can't draw up a form tackle much better than that right there.
Nope. Fine job, Mr. Thornburg.
So Leopards give Atoka their third possession of the game. They were have forced to 3 and out their first 2. The Leopards blocked the punt. Their last one. Now they'll have it their own 27.
Well, we've seen Wishbone. We've seen Ace. Now let's see what else we see on this drive. Maybe spread on this one.
Yeah, they go single wide receiver left. They'll go basically to twins right with a tight end right. McCullough's in the backfield. Barton at quarterback from the shotgun. Barton right up the middle, stood up, pushed backwards. Might have got a yard out of that, but again, the defense standing strong against McCullough in that run game.
Excellent defense right there. I believe that was DeGaring sticking his nose in there, standing him up.
And they're going to give him a yard to the 28-yard line. 2nd down and 9. Again, twins either side. Tight end left this time. Back to pass. Barton, and found his wide receiver, and I think that's number 8, Case Horton, the freshman.
Yes, it was. Racker McCulley on the tackle.
That one goes all the way out to the 36-yard line. That's a pickup of 8 on the reception and brings up a 3rd down and 1. So this Leopard defense can bow up right here and force them to another 4th down here. Twins either side. And the Leopards jump. And Cody Franklin might have got a little anxious there, jumped across, and they will catch him. And he'll come have a visit with the coaching staff, and Gmo Hernandez is going to check in.
Yeah, doing a lot of rotating on the defensive line tonight. DeGaring, Snow, Caven Hunter, Cody Franklin, now Gmo.
Again, trips left, single receiver right, back to pass Barton. He's looking for the out route, thrown too tall for the intended receiver. That's Connor Ritchie, number 17, and that one will fall incomplete and bring up a 2nd down and 10. Atoka their own 41-yard line.
The receivers are, we're giving them some room. He's had some open looks out there, just unable to connect. Again, that may be the freshman in him that he just hadn't quite got that dialed in. But we're going to have to watch out. If they start connecting, they're going to get some chunks.
This time McCall right up the middle, and right there to grab him as soon as he got that was number 8, Gus Torres. No gain on the play. Going to bring up a 3rd down and 10. So they'll go, looks like empty backfield this time. They'll go Twins left. And now McCall kind of cheats back toward the backfield. Now he'll go about split right. So they'll go Twins left, trips right. Empty backfield for the freshman, Ryan Barton at quarterback. The Leopards bring 3, and the pass over the middle. Intercepted! Right. And Crew Flood has a wide open field, and he will take it all the way to the house. And flags thrown late. Let's see what they called here. They're signaling touchdown, but let's see what the flag is all about here. So hang on while we sort this one out. I think that was about the 50 where he caught that. So I'm about to say a 50-yard return for a touchdown there, but let's see if it stands. And it looks like they may be visiting with the Atoka coach. So here comes the white hat. Touchdown is good. They're giving an unsportsmanlike against the Leopards.
Oh, man.
And so the Leopards will get the touchdown, but they'll enforce it. The penalty looks like on the kickoff. So a 50-yard interception return for a touchdown will stand, and I'm going to call it 50 until I can go back and watch film next week, and then I might correct it for next week. But an interception return for a touchdown for Flood.
A great job right there. I want to point out Scott Jones. They brought him up. Saw it's an obvious pass situation. Scott Jones comes up for a blitz and just absolutely obliterated that offensive lineman right there. Stacked him up, causing the quarterback to make an errant throw.
Looking for a pass for the 2-point conversion. Beck has it, and he's in easily for the 2 points. So with 4:04 left to go here in the first quarter, the Leopards have opened up a 24-0 lead on the Atoka Wampus Cats. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back with more live coverage of Leopard football presented by the American Exchange Bank right after this on KBLP Live.
Clements Insurance provides insurance coverage to best suit your needs. We offer auto, home, farm, life, and business policies. Come by 109 West Chickasaw or call 405-756-2253. Clements Insurance is carrying on the tradition to satisfy you. So come see me, Keith, or Beth. Go Lindsay.
24-0 Leopards have been in control of this one pretty much from the get-go, and because of the unsportsmanlike penalty that's being assessed on the kickoff now, Fott will have to kick from his own 25-yard line rather than kicking from the 40. And again, Horton back deep for the Wampus Cats. Line drive, and Keaton takes it at the 30. The 35, the 40, moves left, cuts it up at the 45, and gets nearly to midfield on that one. Best field position of the night so far for the Wampus Cats. They'll be at their own 49-yard line.
Yep, definitely their best start of the night. The tackle was made there by Eli Curley. Curley. My goodness. Boy, I'm just as tongue-tied as I can be tonight. Eli Curry made that tackle. Excuse me. Maybe I ought to just shut up tonight.
McCall will stay in the backfield. Atoka will send 2 receivers left, 1 right, slot back to the left, and now they'll bring Richie in motion, give it to McCall in the backfield, breaks a tackle, and gets all the way to Leopard 45 to the 40. Yeah, they'll mark him at the 45. So he picks up 6 on that, and again, he broke that initial tackle, and he can make things happen.
Yep, he sure can.
So 2nd down and 4. Again. Quarterback is Ryan Barton, number 18. McCall in the backfield. He'll go 2 receivers right, 1 left. Slot back to the right is Richardson. The pitch to McCall, and great defense right there by the Leopards. Flood, I think, was the first to arrive.
Yeah, Flood came up, and Scott Jones was there as
I
well.
saw Scott Jones
Franklin
right there, too.
in there. Yep.
To the 44, makes it 3rd down and 3, just a yard on that one from McCall. And we end up with movement on the offensive side of the ball, which is a false start. 2nd penalty of the game against Atoka. And that kind of changes things. You had a 3rd and 3. Now you're at 3rd and 8 back at the Leopard 49-yard line. They'll stay twins either side. Tight end right. Barton calls for it. Back to pass. Looking left. And he's got his receiver, Keaton, out there. Excuse me. That is Connor Ritchie that made that catch, number 17. And he got a 1st down. Defender there, but just couldn't get him down. He broke that tackle and got out of bounds at the Leopard 39-yard line.
Yep, like I mentioned, there's some dudes out there that can make plays. If and the quarterback had time right there, made a nice pitch, good catch.
McCall's going to try the middle again, and he's going to find that again. There's a wall of orange jerseys right there.
See who comes up off the bottom there.
And
that Quade Robbins looks like number 64 coming up off the bottom of the pile. I did not see him come into the game.
I didn't either.
Welcome to the game, big boy.
No gain on the play. 2nd down 10. Leopard 39-yard line. McCall in the backfield. Trips right. Single receiver left. Barton calls for it. Back to pass. Gets flushed out of the pocket, and he's going to go down. Oh, the ball's loose.
He dropped it. Well, forward progress, they probably called.
But that was Will Lawrence who come flying in there and kept him from even having a chance at looking at passing the ball. And the loss goes back to the 45-yard line, a loss of 6.
And I like the move for Will Lawrence into that outside linebacker position. He had been playing some cornerback, defensive back, and I like where he's at the
3rd and 16, and that was a great defensive play from Lawrence right there. He got right in front of the intended receiver, which was Connor Ritchie. Number 17 knocked it away, and it falls incomplete. So now 4th down and 16, but you're on the Leopard side of the 50. Do you go for it here? Down 24. And it looks like
I tell you probably just need to take whatever shots you can take here. Already deep in the hole in the first quarter.
Leopards got a couple of guys back like they're expecting a punt here, but play clock is down to 5. Looks like Atoka may run this down and then take a timeout. And it's exactly what Coach Ring does, so we'll take it with them. 1:23 left to go in the first quarter. It is 24-0 Leopards, and we'll see what Atoka does with a 4th and 16 coming up right after this. This is live coverage of Leopard football presented by the American Exchange Bank here on KBLP Live.
Hey friends, Danny Daniels here. I wanted to take a moment and let you know about a very helpful service that I provide for you and your family in our community. I own and operate Danny Daniels Pest Services, and I would like to ask you to call me the next time you have a need or desire for effective, safe, and affordable pest services. If you have spiders, roaches, ants, fleas, ticks, scorpions, crickets, whatever, I can help. Give me a call at 405-428-3833. That's 405-428-3833. I'd be glad to help.
1:23 left to go here in the first quarter, and it is 24-0 Leopards. Coming out of the timeout, Atoka facing a 4th and 16, but they're at the Leopard 45-yard line. But looks like Coach Ring has sent the punt team back out as Wingo will back up to his own 45 to apparently punt this one away anyway. This time gets a good snap. Spiraling punt heads in the direction of McCulley at the 13, to the 20, to the 25, and he'll get to the 30, but hang on, we got a flag. Right in the area that you would probably see a hold or a block in the back. So,
yeah, I think that's going to be a block in the back down there.
So, again, nice return of about 25. Or to the 30-yard line, rather, and but they're going to back it up.
Okay.
And they're going to call the hold with the flag laying at the 22-yard line, so they'll put the ball at the 12-yard line. So Leopards last time started at the 14 of Atoka. Now they'll start at their own 12-yard line. Just 1:12 left to go here in the first quarter. Taylor checks back in at running back. Beck and Lawrence are split left. Torres is in the backfield. Fott is the lone receiver right from the shotgun. Cameron back to pass, looking for the slant for Fott. He's got it. He's at the 30, and then to get brought down from behind at the 35. Great tackle there. Number 9, Javen Keaton for the Wampus Cats. Probably saved a touchdown right there.
Yes, he did.
All the way out at the 37-yard line. That's a 25-yard reception.
Yeah, great play. They've targeted Tug a few times and in the past, and that's the biggest one I think he's had so far.
Again, looking for the slant other side, this time for Lawrence, and just a little out in front of Lawrence from Cameron. That time it'll be incomplete. Bring up a 2nd and 10.
Yeah, a little contact from the cornerback there knocked him offline just a bit too, I'll say. No hands, just a little bit of a bump.
So 2nd and 10 with 44 seconds left. The clock stops with that incompletion. Fott is going to check out, and we're going to send the number 10, Eli Curry, in to replace him. He'll go wide right. This time pistol formation, and give it to Taylor right up the middle, and he is wrapped up. He'll struggle to get a couple out of that.
Good tackle that time by number 20, Case Shores, for the Wampus Cats. He had to hang on for dear life right there, but he got it done.
Got a yard out of that. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and 9 for the Leopards, and actually could let this one run down and not even snap it if you wanted to. But they will go ahead.
Go.
And this time the zone read. Cameron's got room. He's at the 50, the 45, the 40, and then he's run out of bounds. Again, nice job of actually keeping it for himself that time on that zone read, and right up the middle, he takes it all the way down to the Wampus Cat 35-yard line.
Yeah, great job. Good read, good acceleration. Once he decided to keep and really showing his wheels there.
27 yards on the carry, 1st and 10 Leopards, and 5.7 seconds left now here in the first quarter. Bunch receivers to the right this time. Cameron had trouble getting a hold of the snap. He'll just take off and run with it just to make something happen, and he'll get 5 yards to the 30-yard line.
Sure enough.
And that will be the final play of the third quarter, so we'll come back after this. The Leopards will start the second quarter with a 2nd down and 5 at the Atoka 30-yard line. But we'll do that after this. This is live coverage of Leopard football. It's presented by the American Exchange Bank right here on KBLP Live.
Attention, Lindsay. Design It has a brand new home at 306 South Main, and we can't wait for you to see it. Step into our fresh new space and check out our latest spirit designs to cheer on your favorite local school teams. Whether you're looking for custom apparel, spirit gear, or unique designs that show your school pride, Design It has you covered. Come celebrate our new location today at 306 South Main Street in Lindsay, because at Design It, school spirit starts here.
The Aaron Springs Baptist Church is a proud supporter of the Lindsay Leopard football team and would like to invite you to join them for Sunday school at 9:30, Sunday morning worship services at 10:45, Sunday evenings at 6, and Wednesdays at 7. Good luck, Leopards, from everybody at Aaron Springs Baptist Church.
We are back here at Burford Field, 24-0 Leopards as we head to the second quarter. Quickly, want to give a shout-out to the Leopardette cheerleaders. I guess it would be the Lindsay Leopard varsity cheer. That's probably the correct way to say that. But, hey, they've got regionals coming up tomorrow. That's going to be at Stroud. 11:48 a.m. is their performance time. But, hey, they're planning to go get that Class 3A title back, title back. So, hey, good luck tomorrow, girls. Leopards 2nd down and 5 in the backfield is Taylor, and he's not going to get there. Tried to stretch that one out, but could not ever get around the corner. So Taylor dropped short. Will bring up a 3rd down. Looks like he'll get to the 28-yard line. So 3rd down and 2. Pistol formation. Taylor this time has the 1st down, breaks a tackle. He's at the 20, he's at the 15, breaks it at the 10, it's at the 5.
Wow.
Touchdown. Dutton Taylor would not be denied.
What a run.
I mean, how many tackles did he break?
4 or 5. Here comes the replay, I think.
Replay. We'll see if we can count these.
There's
1,
2,
3, 4, and then the last 5. That was just, I'm not going to stop till I get to the end zone run. 28 yards, 2nd touchdown of the night for Dutton Taylor on the ground. Had a 23-yarder earlier. I formation is again, or pistol formation as they go for 2 here. Nice fake, and he's got a wide open tuck thought in the back and could not get there.
And somebody lost a helmet down there. Didn't see what happened there. Number 54 for the Wampus Cats lost his headgear, as Coach Tommy Holt would say.
So 2-point conversion, no good, and 11:18 left to go in the first half, and the Leopards now have a 30-0 lead. We'll talk a little bit about some of the other games going on tonight. We'll try to catch up on at halftime. We'll start out in Class 5A with the Newcastle Racers. They are hosting Elgin tonight. Out of Class 5A, Blanchard is on the road at Guthrie tonight. In fact, I saw the Blanchard buses headed north as I headed down here tonight. Bridge Creek is on the road at Kingfisher. Drop down to 3A, Pauls Valley hosting number 2 Heritage Hall. And and I think that is incorrect. I don't think Pauls Valley is playing. I think that was from last week. Purcell and Lexington are playing tonight, though. The Battle of the Bridge is going on in Purcell tonight. Dibble hosting Ringling. Wynnewood is at Allen, and Ellick is hosting Davenport. We'll check on those games coming up. And this kick, high and short, will be taken on the bounce by Keaton and then wrapped up immediately. And the kicker at that time for the Leopards was number 32, and I don't have 32 on my Lindsay roster, so I don't know who that was.
I do not either. I do know Crew Flood is on there, and that's who made the tackle.
Atoka will start 1st and 10. They're on 32-yard line this time. 11:13 left to go before halftime, and again, the Leopards have been in control from the beginning. So here comes Atoka, and they will have a change of quarterback. Connor Ritchie, who came in and started the game at quarterback with the wishbone, now comes in with the spread. Twins either side. McCall in the backfield, handed to McCall, breaks the first tackles and gets across the 35 to the 37, and McCall picks up 5 yards. And again, had him in the backfield, but couldn't get it, just didn't wrap him up.
Another tackle there for Crew Flood. He's starting to rack him up.
2nd down and 5 for Atoka. Their own 37-yard line. Trips right, single receiver left this time. As Ritchie calls for it, throws it out into the flat, and it was missed by the first receiver, almost intercepted, and then missed by the second receiver. It was intended for number 4, Michael Miller. He missed it. Number 27 is Brody Kennard. He almost had it. He dropped it. Just ends up becoming an incomplete pass. So they'll stay with the trips right. Javen Keaton is the lone receiver left for the Wampus Cats. Ritchie from the shotgun will have McCall to his right. Play clock down to 10. And Ritchie calls for it, and it's a quarterback keeper.
Oh, man,
and
nothing there.
Nowhere to go. Crew Flood again, along with Gus Torres.
Yeah.
Loss back to, let's see where they spot it. Looks like they're going to put it at the 31. So it'll be a loss of 6 on the play and bring up a 3rd down and 11. And actually, it's a 4th down. My apologies, I did not mark down the incomplete pass earlier. It's 4th and 11. Wingo. Wobbly punt, heads toward the sideline, bounces back in bounds, and Thornburg's going to take it on the bounce and get stood up.
Oh, my goodness.
That was a huge hit right there.
Yes,
that
it was. Number 9.
Number 9, Javen Keaton.
Yeah, nice tackle right there. Thornburg was, I think he was looking a little bit further downfield
right.
and looked through him. And didn't work out for him very well.
So 1st and 10 Leopards after the 3 and out again for Atoka. With 9:49 left to go here in the first half, Leopards with a 30-0 lead. And the ball spotted, I'm not sure here because we've got, looks like Coach Embry is talking to the White Hat. I'm not sure what the penalty is here yet, so I guess I missed even having a flag on the field. So here comes the signal from the White Hat. Illegal participation of some kind. Yeah, I guess we get the option of either making them punt it again or taking the penalty, and well, I guess we take it on the end of the run, and that'll move it all the way down to the Atoka 38-yard line.
Well, I certainly missed it, whatever it was.
Yeah, it's a 15-yard penalty, and we have a timeout called by Atoka. 9:49 left to go here in the first half. We'll take a timeout with them. We'll come back with more live coverage of Leopard football presented by the American Exchange Bank after this on KBLP Live.
For all your tax services, contact Grant and Katie Johnson, CPA. Grant and Katie are certified public accountants that provide full-service accounting, bookkeeping, payroll, and tax services. With 2 offices, one located at 600 Southeast 4th Street in Lindsay, Oklahoma, and another at 313 North Walnut in Pauls Valley, Grant and Katie are ready to meet your CPA needs. Give Grant or Katie a call at 405-238-2727 and set up your appointment today.
So via a penalty, we're still not real sure what the penalty was, but it was a big one. It moves the ball down to the Atoka 38-yard line, so that's where the Leopards will set up 1st and 10 with a 30-0 lead. They'll send twins either side. Taylor in the backfield from the pistol formation with Cameron. They'll bring McCulley in motion right to left. He will now set up and make it trips left and leave Fought the lone receiver right. Taylor right up the middle, spins, got away, and then gets brought down and dragged forward to the 35-yard line. 3 tough yards on that one for Dutton Taylor.
Yep, the Wampus Cat defense has played us very tough at times, making it hard on Dutton to break out. Tackle again there was Case Shores, and he's had a couple of good tackles here in the first half.
And this is kind of a wrinkle. They've got Flood out there with McCulley and Lawrence split left. And Taylor's going to check out of the game, and they will send a number 7, Hutch Simonton, in at running back. Go Hutch. Oh, and we may have a free play here as an offsides, and they'll call it dead. So an offsides call will give the Leopards, instead of a 2nd and 7, a 2nd and 5, move the ball to they're marking it at the 31-yard line. Now Taylor back in the game. The zone read. Cameron again makes a move. He's got a blocker out in front with Fod. And did he get there?
It was awfully close.
Marking him out of bounds at the 3.
Great effort.
1st and goal at the 3. And again, that zone read. And they went with Taylor. And Cameron went right up the middle for 28 yards.
Yeah, that was just a great effort play. Again, a good read. Being patient right there, pulling the ball at the right time, and getting upfield. Really been impressed with the way Isaac has run lately.
1st and goal at the 3. Flood in the backfield. Give it to him. He's got a seam and gets in untouched. And just that quick, the Leopards have made it 36-0 with an extra point still to come. And we've still got 8:23 left. See if we can dial up a replay of that. Starts right, and that seam opens right to the left there, and he just went in untouched. Again, credit that offensive line, especially the left side of the offensive line that time. The 2-point, and this time Cameron keeping it himself all the way, gets to the pylon, touchdown, 2-point conversion. With Cameron on the keeper, and with 8:23 left to go here in the first half, the Leopards have blown this one open. I have a feeling we probably won't see much of the first string in the second half.
I bet we won't. I think we'll get the pleasure of calling some of the young men's names that don't get on the field a ton.
Agreed.
And I like it. We've got some solid underclassmen coming up, and I'll be anxious to see them in action again.
I would definitely agree with that. So, again, we have 32 running out on the field to kick this one away. I wish we had a name. Maybe we can find out here before the second half on who 32 is. Is kicking it off for the Leopards here, but Keaton is back deep again for Atoka. Short kick. And on the bounce, and it went right by Keaton. He retreats to grab it at the 12. He can't get a handle on it. Did the Leopards get it back? They signal they did, and the white hat agrees. I did not say who came up with the football, but, it is number 10, Eli Curry.
Eli Curry.
So Curry, as Keaton tried to take that one on the bounce, and it bounced right past him, and the Leopards get it at the 12-yard line. Actually looks like closer to the 11-yard line. So, again, the Leopards will start in the red zone for Atoka. And a chance to really blow this thing open here. And, in fact, looks like Fought's coming in at quarterback for this series, so we've already started to see some substitutions. Curry is wide right. And Flood right up the middle, caught from behind, and then pushed backwards as he crossed the 10, got to the 8, picked up 3. So 2nd down and 7. The Leopards can get a first down inside the 1 without scoring a touchdown. It looks like Curry, McCauley, and Beck are going to be split right. Fott is the quarterback. He's got Flood to his right from the shotgun. Quarterback keeper for Fott. Good block from Flood. Gets to the edge to the 5. Dives at the timeline.
Did he get it? I think he got it.
I think he got in.
He sure did.
He did. Touchdown, Leopards. Tug Fott, the quarterback keeper from 8 yards out, puts the Leopards up 44-0 with, yes, see a replay.
At First
of the
Baptist
touchdown
Church,
here.
we are a
Fott
family
Flood,
ministry and
that
desire
initial
to
block on
faithfully proclaim
McCall
the gospel in
really
Lindsay
sprung
and
him, and
beyond.
then again,
We'd
the
like
wide
to invite you
receivers
to
blocking
join us every
downfield.
Sunday for worship at 9 a.m.
Fott
and Sunday
gets to
school
the pylon
following at
first.
10:15. Our Wednesday evening
Makes it
activities
44-0
start with dinner
Leopards,
at
and Fott will
5:45,
stay in as they go
and
for
then we
the
have
two-point
Bible
conversion here. Flood in the backfield, twins either side. Give it to Flood.
Ooh,
and McCall
there.
was right there to grab him as soon as he got the handoff this time. So 2-point conversion, no good. And with 7:31, the Leopards have scored twice now in less than 60 seconds. That one took 58 seconds. 53 seconds. It's 52. But it's 44-0 Leopards. And we'll just keep it here as Atoka's already out there, and the Leopards are fixing to have the kicking team there as well.
Well, I got the scoop. The kicker, number 32, is Alan Gonzalez.
Alan Gonzalez.
Sorry,
All right.
sorry we didn't have his name to call, but he's not on the roster.
He's on the roster as number 48, and that's why. So Mr. Gonzalez has it teed up for the Leopards, and I would bet that, and I called him Keaton earlier, it's Case Horton, number 8, that's back there to receive, and Gonzalez sends this one in the direction. That is the number 24. That is Brock Smith on the return for Atoka. And they have some laundry on the field there at the end of the play. So the return took it out to the 30, looks like the 37-yard line, but let's see what the penalty is here. And it looks like they're going to mark it off on the Leopards. No, they're not. They're going to mark it. They're marking it off on Atoka. Personal foul against Atoka.
It's another big one.
Yeah, that one's huge as that puts Atoka. They had pretty good field position. Now they're back at the 22-yard line. So Atoka with 7:21 left before halftime. 1st and 10, their own 22-yard line. Trailing 44-0. They've got Barton back in at quarterback. And handoff to McCall, and he's trying to find something, and he cannot get away from the Leopards. That is number 34, Coden Cordell. So the subs in for the Leopard defense here. And a loss of a yard from McCall back to the 21 will bring up a 2nd and 11. Barton will send trips left, single receiver right. From the shotgun, Barton's back to pass. He's looking down the middle of the field and nearly intercepted right there. And was that 28?
It's 28 or 6. I can't quite tell. See if Kevin will get us a little tighter shot. We just need him to turn around.
Yeah.
Oh.
That Thornburg? No, I think it was.
I think it's 28
I think
there.
it's 28. Yeah, 28 on the side of the field. That is Aiden Self.
Okay.
Who knocked that one away. Bottom line is it's 3rd down and 11 after the incompletion. The quick wide receiver screen out there from McCall, and nowhere. Is that Maddox Albright, number 15?
Number 15, it was Maddox. Absolutely. And there's one of those solid underclassmen I was talking about. Saw him a little bit against Purcell there toward the end of the game and did a really good job defensively.
So 4 yards out to the 25, but well short of the first down because it's going to be 4th and 7 now. And McCall looks like he might be a little bit banged up there, but back in punt formation goes Wingo. Got the snap. This one's a straight-up knuckleball punt, and it's going to take a huge leopard bounce, and McCall will keep it from going any further, but he'll grab it and run out of bounds at the Atoka 35-yard line. So once again, the Leopard offense is going to have their possession in Atoka territory.
Mm-hmm. Yep, it's been been a tough game for the Wampus Cats so far. I suspect we'll start seeing some subs sprinkled in here.
Yep.
And quite a bit of clock running. And okay,
Fott comes back in at quarterback, and they will put Aiden Self in at running back with him. Curry, McCulley, and Beck are still split wide right. I believe that's Fott on the far side of the field, wide left. Self will line up to the left side of Fott from the shotgun. Fott looks to pass. He's got McCulley running him down, and he throws it in the direction of Self.
And threw a pick.
Yep. Threw it in the direction of Beck, who was calling for it, but that was just a great defensive play back there by the safety. That was number 24, is Brock Smith for the Wampus Cats, who comes up with the interception. Talk about the arm of Fott right there on the run trying to get away from McCall and able to put that much zip on that ball to get it down there to even give Beck a chance at it. So Atoka comes up with the turnover. And 5:37 left to go before halftime. They've got the ball back now at their own 34-yard line. And Ritchie will bring the offense back out. McCall in the backfield. They'll go twins receivers either side. Ritchie from the shotgun. Calls for it. Low snap. Looking for the fade and just overthrew Connor Ritchie.
Had an open man here on a shorter route that he looked at, pump faked, and went for the deep ball. And probably could have got 8 or 10 yards on that inside route there, but went for the deep yards.
Bring up second down and 10. Atoka their own 34. They'll stay with the pistol this time with McCall in the back. Bring Ritchie in motion and give it to him on the little bubble screen out there. And then
nice
he
stick.
is knocked down. That is
Aiden Beck out there.
Aiden Beck. Big time stop there as they did the little flare out there in the flat to Connor Ritchie. And they'll give him forward progress at the 35-yard line, so he'll get credit for a 1-yard reception, but still brings up third down and 9. Ritchie is split left along with Keaton. 2 receivers right. Again, shotgun for Ritchie. Back to pass, looking left, and looking right over the middle to Keaton. I know Keaton wasn't looking for the pass. It was behind him anyway, but he looked surprised that the ball was even headed his way.
Yeah, I thought they were just fixing to ding us for 10 or 12 yards there, and because he did have room.
He was open. So that brings up fourth down and 9. And, of course, at this point, with 4:45 left before halftime, you trail by 44. I guess you still send your punt team out there this deep in your own territory. So Wingo stands at its own 25-yard line. Bad snap again. He retreats back to the 15 and does get it away, but I don't know. Let's see who comes up with this. This could be interesting.
Got it back.
So Leopards couldn't come up with it cleanly, but finally did. Beck finally falls on it over there.
Ooh.
And the Leopards, again, we're going to have the ball deep in Atoka territory after another bad snap to Wingo as the punter. And he tried to punt it from the 15 and just could not get it away, and the Leopards will have it at the 17-yard line.
We had I couldn't tell which lineman it was, but one of the linemen's got hands on that ball, and I can tell you that's the lineman's dream right there, try to get that old pigskin and take it back to the house. But couldn't hang on to it.
Could never get control of
it.
So 1st and 10 Leopards, the Atoka 17-yard line with 4:34 left before halftime. And Fott will bring the offense back out. Self will stay in as the running back. And Leopards are going to call a timeout here. The play clock had run down on them. I think they were trying to figure out who was subbing and who wasn't here. So timeout, and we'll take it with them. 4:34 left, 44-0 Leopards, and we'll get back to halftime coming up right after this. This is Leopard Football presented by the American Exchange Bank on KBLP Live.
At First Baptist Church, we are a family ministry and desire to faithfully proclaim the gospel in Lindsay and beyond. We'd like to invite you to join us every Sunday for worship at 9 a.m. and Sunday school following at 10:15. Our Wednesday evening activities start with dinner at 5:45, and then we have Bible studies for children at 6:15 and youth and adults starting at 6:30. FBC is proud to support the Lindsay Leopards, and we wish all our student athletes a successful season. Go Leopards!
The Leopards have it 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line of Atoka. Torres in at the slot. Beck and Curry are split right. And we've got a flag as the Leopards are probably going to get an illegal participation here. Broke the huddle with too many people. Gmo was in the game and maybe wasn't supposed to be in the game. But they'll send Caven Hunter out there, though. So I'm not real sure what that would have been about.
I'm not either. I counted 11 there.
Yeah, so I don't know. That's I thought maybe too many men, but if you sent a sub in for him, that wasn't that. So I'm not real sure what that was. But it'll move the ball back to the 22-yard line, though. It might get 1st and 15. And right up the middle goes Self, and he'll get a couple of yards maybe.
Brought down by number 69. That's Emmanuel Love.
And we've got a Leopard down. And looks to be in some pain.
Can't tell who it is there.
No, can't either. But certainly.
Is it 64? Is that Quaid? Might be Quaid Robbins.
Well, we have a timeout on the field.
64's on his feet there, so it's not Quaid.
Injured players, so the official is calling the guys back out on the field. He says, no, you can't have a timeout. So he would not let them go to the sideline here. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's Quaid standing up. So 73.
That is.
And that's Gabe Jordan. He's putting weight on it, so not getting a ton of help from the coaching staff there. So let's hope he's.
Hope that's nothing serious to him, but that left leg certainly not working for him the way he wants it to. So Leopards again with now a 2nd down and ball at the 21. Again, about a yard on that play for Self. So 2nd down and 14. Hunter checks back into the line out there. Fought. Has Torres in the slot left. Self to the right out of the shotgun. Twins right, single receiver left. A bad snap, and whistles blow, and I think we're going to get the offensive line jumping on the false start anyway. So this one, they're getting a little sloppy now. We started this drive with 4:34 left, and it seems like that was 10 minutes ago, and it's still 4:04 left. So they will wind the clock back up, move the ball back to the 26-yard line. It's now 2nd down and 20. Yeah, I call it 2nd and 19. Number 17 is Silas Mahan. He is split left along with Beck. Thought calls for it. He's back to pass. Blitz comes. He gets it away. Did he come up with it?
Yes.
Riker McCulley with a shoestring grab. What a play by McCulley. Huge catch at the 17-yard line. He got back the penalty yardage. It's back to now a 3rd down and 10.
And McCulley's having equipment trouble there. Looks like they're going to let him play.
Fought back to pass again. Over the middle. McCulley, this time he can't quite come up with it. Had it in his hands, but good defense right there. Number 24 is Brock Smith. In defense, knocks that one away, and so it's going to bring up a 4th down and 10. I wonder if the Leopards might go for it here. Sets at the 17-yard line of Atoka. Clock stopped with 3:08 left before halftime. Twins either side. Self to the right of Fought from the shotgun. Back to pass, and more flags fly. We'll have another false start. We do.
Yes, we do.
And again, you got to keep in mind this is not your. These are your seconds, your subs that have come in, and so they've not had a whole lot of practice at this yet.
They have not. No, sir. A series or two at the end of that Purcell game and a couple of weeks layoff. So they're not real tuned up.
Fought back to pass, flushed out of the pocket, rolls to his right, looks downfield. Caught! And touchdown, Aiden Beck.
They call it a touchdown. Great
job. What a pass, and Beck. What a catch. Here comes the replay. Gets the pylon. Touchdown, Aiden Beck, 17 yards.
I'll tell you what, Tug's a good quarterback. I watched him in the scrimmage down at Sulphur, and he delivers the ball very well.
2-point conversion. Self's going to try to push it in. Did he get there? And no, they say he did not. 2-point conversion is no good.
Anyway, as I was saying, Tug, his delivery's nice. He's usually on target, good velocity on his throws. He's fairly mobile. I felt like it was maybe a little bit of a quarterback battle there at the beginning of the season. Of course, Isaac getting the start, but Tug needs to be on the field somewhere. He's a good athlete, and that was a good job right there.
Absolutely.
And Aiden Beck as well. That's the other half of that.
That's hard to say. That's number 6 to number 5. Yeah. Couple of seniors getting tied up there for the score to make it 50-0 Leopards with 2:58 still left before halftime. And Alan Gonzalez will tee it back up again for the Leopards. I do see Hutch Simonton, number 7, out there on the kickoff team. So this is, again, probably your full
quite
second
a few
string
youngsters.
Kickoff team out there. And Gonzalez kicks it away. High end-over-end kick. And, again, bobbled it. And
that's Maxon. Maddox, excuse me. Maddox Albright, number 15. Yep.
So the return from Horton gets it to, looks like the 30-yard line. Now marking it to 29. 2:53 left before halftime, and the Leopards have put 50 up. And again, a little confusion here. The Leopards slow to get the defense out there with looking for subs here. Ritchie brings the offense out for Atoka. Call in the backfield. And McCall breaks it left, gets to the 35-yard line, and then gets gang tackled there. I see Self in there. And I also see, looks like a 57, Logan Gutzmer.
Yeah, I think
that play we only had 10 on the field. Still held him to just a 5-yard gain for Mr. McCall. So call it 2nd and 4 at the 35-yard line. Back to pass. Richie looking for the stop right outside and threw that one in the dirt. That one was intended for, I believe that's number 8. That is Case Horton out there wide right.
Albright out there on the coverage. Looked like he just about got hands on that one.
Brings up a 3rd down and 4, but stops the clock with 2:14 left before halftime with that incompletion. They'll stay Twins either side. Richie from the shotgun has McCall to his right. Calls for it. Another low snap. Richie heaves it out here and just overthrew number 9, his intended receiver. That's Javen Keaton. And that'll bring up now a 4th down and 4.
Whew. That was dangerous. He had number 9 open down there. If they could have connected, that would have been a deep one.
Offense stays on the field for this 4th down play. Again, the clock stops with the incompletion. 2:08 left here in the second quarter. McCall moves over to the left side of Richie from the shotgun. And give it to McCall right up the middle. Breaks a couple of tackles. Drags defenders with him across the 40. And he'll get out to the 43-yard line and pick up a 1st down. It looks like we have some laundry on the field, however. So let's check that out. And we've got a face mask on the Leopards.
Yeah, whoever that second defender was, I think, to get hands on him, just looks like he got a finger wrapped around that face mask when he turned around. Couldn't tell who it was that had hands on him, but nevertheless, it's 15.
Moves it to the Leopard 43-yard line. One of the few times that Atoka's been on the Leopard side of the 50. 1:45, the clock runs here before halftime. Trips left, single receiver right. Richie has McCall to his right in the backfield. Works from the shotgun. Richie looks to his left, over the middle, and threw it into a crowd of orange jerseys, but really wasn't anybody there, and that'll stop the clock with 1:26 left. 2nd down and 10. Back to pass, throws out into the flat, caught out there, and then quickly rushed out of bounds.
Maddox Albright again, that's 4 tackles for him.
Done well
pretty
tonight.
Quick.
The reception goes to the 41-yard line, so a pickup of 2 will bring up a 3rd down and 8. And because he went out of bounds, it stops the clock with 1:19 left. Richie, Twins either side, McCall in the backfield. Back to pass, looks right, now gets McCall out in the flat. Nobody downfield. He had to just come back to his outlet with McCall. And
guess who?
Maddox Albright. Had some help there. Reese Wallace also in on the tackle that time, number 61. But a loss back to the 44-yard line. It's going to bring up a 4th down and 11 now. And Atoka's probably going to have to snap it at least one more time here with 40 seconds left. Play clock's at 11. Trips left Two receivers right, empty backfield for Richie.
I better get this one off.
Calls for it. Has time. Looking and throws it away out of bounds. So the Leopards will get a turnover on downs out of that one. And with 25 seconds left, we'll get one snap here before halftime. They'll have it at their own 43-yard line. So stick around at halftime. We'll see if we can come up with some of our area scores. And, of course, we will have our officially unofficial stats coming up as well. As Thought will bring the offense back out on the field, and Self backs about 10 yards behind him, which means they're just going to go into a victory formation here for taking a knee and get to the halftime locker room with a 50-0 lead on Atoka. And Falk calls for it, and delay of game. Yeah. So they'll back it up 5 and take a knee from the 38-yard line instead of from the 43. Pretty bad all you're going to do is take a knee and you still end up with a delay of game penalty.
Yep.
Falk calls for it, and he'll take a knee, and that'll do it for the first half. It's been all Leopards in this one, 50-0. The Lindsay Leopards lead the Atoka Wampus Cats. And so we'll take a timeout. We will go figure up our officially unofficial stats and do some more here at halftime, so don't go away. We've got more coming up right after this on KBLP Live.
American Exchange Bank, right here in Lindsay, is a locally owned and operated community bank that believes in just that, you, a community of fellow Leopards. We love our customers. We feel very grateful for each one. So if you are looking for a safe place to put your money, need help achieving that next dream project, or are simply looking for a different banking experience, give us a call at 405-756-3101. We look forward to serving you each day. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
Hey there, this is Trace Adams with Hassler Hot Oil Service. We are family owned and operated with over 25 years experience. I am a 4th generation Lindsay Leopard, and we proudly support Lindsay Leopards and Leopardettes athletically and academically in all their endeavors. Call my dad, Greg Adams, at 405-756-6075 for all of your hot oiler needs. Again, that's 405-756-6075. Go, Lindsay!
This is Dr. Matt Shelton with Lindsay Family Dentistry. I'm a 1997 graduate of Lindsay High School and have been practicing dentistry in Lindsay since 2006. We welcome you to come to our dental practice so we can help you and your family with all your dental needs. We offer dental services for everyone at every age, from braces to aligners to crowns, bridges, dentures, and implants. Give us a call today at 405-756-4093 or stop by at 102 Southwest 7th Street and let us give you the healthy, beautiful smile you've always dreamed of.
Get your game day, or any day, off to a great start with Hot Mess Coffee at 213 South Main in Lindsay. Hot Mess Coffee Co. offers coffees, lattes, teas, and other tasty beverages, plus great food, too. Good luck to the Lindsay Leopards from Hot Mess Coffee Co. and Java House Realty at 213 South Main in Lindsay.
Legacy Roofing is a family-owned and operated business that serves Lindsay, Oklahoma and surrounding areas. We specialize in getting your home back to its best, whether it be annual wear and tear or storm damage. We don't just fix roofs, we take care of your home. Legacy Roofing, family-owned, community-focused, and always here for you. Call us today for a free estimate at 405-756-8855 and let us protect your home with the care it deserves.
Jake's Shortstop offers gas, snacks, ice cream, pizza, subs, wings, and the coldest drinks in town. Everyone at Jake's Shortstop says good luck to the Lindsay Leopards this football season.
Looking for top quality concrete that gets the job done right? At Jerry Tucker Cementing, We provide premium, ready-mix concrete for any project, big or small. Our concrete is mixed to perfection, ensuring strength, durability, and a flawless finish every time. Whether you're a contractor or a DIYer, our concrete is the solid choice you can trust.
If you find yourself in Chickasha, Oklahoma, stop by Legends Pub House and Venue for lunch or supper. Legends also brings you some of the best concerts around. Everyone at Legends would like to wish the Lindsay Leopards good luck this football season. Go Leopards!
Hey Lindsay community, my name is Christian Torres and I am the minister for the Lindsay Church of Christ. We would like to invite you to come and worship with us on Sundays at 10:45 a.m. and Wednesdays at 7 p.m. We're located at 1205 West Cherokee Street. Here at the Lindsay Church of Christ, you will find the truth of God's Word, spoken in love, and a group of people who love God and one another. Do you have a Bible question? Well, we have a Bible answer. Come and worship with us and be edified at the Lindsay Church of Christ.
Looking for your next adventure? Head to Morris Motorsports in Chickasha. We carry top brands like Polaris, Can-Am, Kawasaki, and Honda. Plus, we offer a full-service and parts department. Whether it's ATVs, side-by-sides, motorcycles, or accessories, we've got what you're looking for. Visit morrismotorsports.com or give us a call at 405-224-6113. At Morris Motorsports, we don't just sell machines, we sell fun.
The Board of Directors, physicians, and employees of the Lindsay Municipal Hospital would like to take this time to recognize the Lindsay High School football team, the coaches, and players. Good luck, Leopards, from your fans at the Lindsay Municipal Hospital. And remember, if a medical emergency arises, call or visit the Lindsay Municipal Hospital, another Leopard supporter.
Dr. Mike Beckman and all of his staff at 301 South Main Street in Lindsay would like to wish the Lindsay High School football team good luck this season. To schedule your next eye exam, call Dr. Beckman's office at 405-756-4414. Operating hours are from 8:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Thursday and 8:30 to noon on Friday. Call 405-756-4414 or stop by at 301 South Main in Lindsay. Go Leopards from everybody at Dr. Mike Beckman's office.
If you have a hankering for the best barbecue in South Central Oklahoma, then get yourself down to the Meat Locker Barbecue in Lindsay. Every Monday, Thursday, and Friday, located just off of Highway 19 at 106 Northwest 4th. At the Meat Locker, we work hard to bring you the most consistent, delicious, slow-smoked barbecue around at a price that won't break the bank. And don't forget, we cater too, and we'd love to do the cooking for your next event. So come see us or give us a call at 405-428-1198 and visit our new website at meatlockerbbqok.com for the latest Meat Locker merchandise. We're proud to sponsor this broadcast of Lindsay Leopard Athletics and want to wish all the students, faculty, and staff a successful year.
Capturing all your special moments is such a blessing to me, from running down the ball field to walking down the aisle. Call or text Photography Blessings by Lacey for all your photography needs. 405-428-0305. Go Leopards and Leopardettes.
If you need local trash pickup with quality service at a fair price, call Red Dirt Waste Services today at 580-432-5697. Red Dirt Waste Services is locally owned and operated, offering household, residential, and light commercial trash pickup in Lindsay and surrounding areas, including Ellick, Bradley, Bray Doyle, Cox City, Elmore City, and Foster. Red Dirt Waste Services does household cleanouts too, and they offer 96-gallon poly carts and dumpsters. Bagged, loose, or heavy items, doesn't matter, they'll come get it. Red Dirt Waste Services even offers valet service, so you don't even have to take your trash to the curb. Schedule your weekly pickup today by calling 580-432-5697. Stop paying more than you have to for quality, dependable, and locally owned trash pickup. Call Red Dirt Waste Services at 580-432-5697. That's 580-432-5697.
Too hot to mow? Too busy to mow? Don't sweat it. Grow and Behold Landscaping meets all your professional lawn care needs for residential and commercial properties. Licensed, insured, always dependable. Whether it's residential mowing and pest control or commercial landscaping, when it grows up, we show up. Call Grow and Behold Landscaping now for your free quote at 405-926-1492. Mention KBLP for a 5% discount on your first service.
Welcome back to Burford Field. It is halftime. The Lindsay Leopards have a 50-0 lead over the Atoka Wampus Cats, and we now have our unofficial first half stats brought to you by Grow and Behold Landscaping. Whether it's residential mowing or pest control or commercial landscaping, when it grows up, they show up. So thank you to Grow and Behold Landscaping, our sponsor for our unofficial first half stats. And we'll start with Atoka, who has found it very difficult to do anything against the Leopards here in the first half. A net of 39 yards of total offense for Atoka. And Wade McCall, the senior running back, has 35 yards on 12 carries to lead the way for Atoka. But then you look at quarterback Barton. He had 1 carry, lost 6 yards on that one, and they brought in Ritchie, Connor Ritchie in at quarterback number 17, and he had the ball twice and lost 7 yards. So for everything that McCall did going forward, they ended up going backwards, so it really cost them. 16 rush plays, a net of 17 yards for Atoka. Passing, Ryan Barton, 6 of 14 for just 22 yards. And does have a couple of receptions to number 17, Connor Ritchie. He's got 2 for 11, 2 catches for Case Horton for 10 yards. And then McCall out of the backfield has a couple of catches for a net of 1 yard. So, again, not much going for the offense for Atoka here in the first half. Leopards, on the other hand, doing very well. They've got 219 yards of total offense, 161 on the ground unofficially, and Dutton Taylor did his damage early because we haven't seen him much since then. 75 yards on 9 carries. He had 2 touchdown runs in that first half as well. 60 yards on 3 carries for Isaac Cameron. Then 2 carries, 17 yards, and 2 touchdowns for Crew Flood. And I want to say I'm missing some things there because I felt like Crew carried the ball more than twice. But I've got him with 2 carries and 2 touchdowns. Self had a carry for 1 yard, and then, of course, the 8-yard touchdown run from Tug Vaught in there, as well as he checked in at quarterback, so he had a touchdown. So 5 touchdowns on the ground for the Leopard offense, who, again, 16 rush plays, 161 yards, and 5 rushing touchdowns. Cameron was 3 of 4 passing, 41 yards. He had 2 catches to Riker McCulley, one of those fantastic catches down there for 16, and then Vaught had a 25-yard catch in there, and then Vaught checks in at quarterback, and he throws a 17-yard touchdown pass to Aiden Beck, who had a fantastic catch and touchdown run there too. So 58 yards through the air for the Leopards on 4 catches. Again, Cameron 3 of 4 for 41, and Vaught goes 1 for 1 for 17 and a touchdown. And the Leopards, again, rolling up big 50-0 here at halftime. With that, we'll send it over and talk to Andrew about some of the defensive numbers.
Yes, sir. I'll start with Atoka. Leading tacklers for the Wampus Cats, Wade McCall with 2.5 tackles, Case Shores with a couple. Not much going on defensively for the Wampus Cats. We did have Brock Smith with an interception to his credit. Wampus Cats giving up a whopping 10 yards per rush to the Leopards, 161 yards given up on 16 plays. Also given up 11.6 pass yards per play. That's pretty big. 5 passes, 58 yards. Total, 21 plays, 219 yards the Wampus Cats give up. That's a grand total of 10.4 yards per play. So not doing a very great job on defense. For the Leopards, leading tacklers, we got a tie here. Crew Flood with 5. Maddox Albright with a quick 5 tackles there toward the end of the second half. So great job there. Both of those guys, Maddox especially, racking those up in short order. Dennis Deggering also with 2.5 tackles. Also Aiden Beck with a pair. Crew Flood also with an interception for a touchdown to his credit. and Caleb Snow with a blocked kick. So great job there by the Leopards. Only giving up 1.1 yards per rush, 1.6 yards per pass, for a total of 1.3 yards per play.
I think
that's
pretty efficient.
Pretty stellar, pretty stellar defense. I don't think I've seen numbers that low or that good for the defense in a couple of seasons doing this. Penalties, not a huge factor in this game, all pretty even. Leopards had 7 penalties for 55 yards, 5 penalties for the Wampus Cats for 45 yards. A lot of those little offsides things by the younger groups that came in. So a tale of two very different defenses right there. Leopards doing a great job. Wampus Cats struggling.
Well, and we had in fact, the radio guys from Atoka were in earlier. And the one statement I heard he made is, we're very young. And they are. They've got a lot of freshmen out there playing in some very key roles out there. So they are young, and they will get better. Again, this is Coach Luke Rink's first year there. Has his dad on the coaching staff there, Glennis Ring. So they will get better.
Yeah, and, I agree. There's some good-looking athletes down there to give those guys credit. They're having a really tough time against we think is a really good Leopard team this year. But again, you put some freshmen in, stepping up some big roles. You're just not going to compete with a solid team of upperclassmen. But I see some guys doing good things. I see some good athletes down there and some pretty big old freshmen.
Yes,
so
absolutely.
I believe that they'll be getting better in the next year or two.
Well, with that, let's send it back over to JD. We'll take a timeout, and we will come back and look at some of our area teams that are playing tonight, see how some of the games are going on. The Battle of the Bridge going on over in Purcell. We'll go check on that with Lexington and Purcell and some other area schools as well. So don't go away. We're back with more after that. This has been your officially unofficial halftime stats brought to you by Grow and Behold Landscaping, whether it's residential mowing and pest control or commercial landscaping. When it grows up, they show up. Be sure and call. You can get a free quote, and if you mention KBLP, you'll get a 5% discount on your first service. Grow and Behold Landscaping, your sponsor for our halftime stats. We're back with more right after this here on KBLP Live.
At Rural Electric Cooperative, we're committed to providing electric power and opportunity to the many areas our members call home. That includes supporting youth programs that teach life skills and build character. With REC, you're more than a customer, you're a member owner. And that's why we're always working hard to provide you with the most dependable electric power possible. As a Touchstone Energy Cooperative, REC is dedicated to providing the best service possible and supporting the communities in our service area.
Do you have your Oklahoma medical marijuana card, or do you need your card? Rusty's can help you with that. We are your local vape shop and dispensary with more than 6 years of service as a modern smoke shop. Rusty's is located 1 block north of Cherokee Street at 204 Northwest 4th Street in Lindsay, and half a mile east of I-35 at 2401 West Grant Street in Pauls Valley. Get your stash at Rusty's.
A friend is someone who knows where you came from. Someone who always shows up when you need them.
Hey, Ben.
Someone who's there for the good times and the challenging ones. With comprehensive insurance policies backed by award-winning customer service, Shelter Insurance is committed to being there when you need us most.
When the unexpected strikes, see Shelter Agent Caleb Smith in Lindsay.
The Shopper News Note isn't just another paper. The Shopper News Note is a weekly publication that arrives in your mailbox every Wednesday for free. The Shopper offers free Shopper Topper advertisements, as well as news notes and classifieds. And everyone at the Shopper wishes the Lindsay Leopards good luck this season. Go Leopards!
Sooner Valve Repair in Lindsay would like to wish the Lindsay Leopards and Leopardettes all the best during this season. When in need of a valve repair, come by Sooner Valve Repair at 106 Southwest 9th Street in Lindsay, Oklahoma, or call 405-756-1599. Good luck, Leopards, from Sooner Valve Repair in Lindsay.
For all your oil-filled electrical needs, call Michael Shirok with SOS Electrical. SOS is a family-owned business that specializes in oil-filled, industrial, and commercial electrical construction and maintenance. No job is too big, no job is too small. Give SOS a call at 1-405-428-1944 today. Good luck, Leopards! The team at Streamline Services contributes a great deal of their success to hard work, experience, and above all, a positive health and safety protocol. There is every reason they should be your next phone call for any of your oil and gas swabbing needs. Give Austin Smith a call today at 1-405-756-7763 to see how Streamline Services can help with your project while ensuring safety and professionalism without sacrificing quality work being done. Everyone at Streamline Services wishes the best of luck to everyone at Lindsay Public Schools this year. Go Leopards!
We're back here at halftime, checking in some of your area scores, and let's start with maybe some state college scores, because Andrew's got it pulled up over here. We're checking in on the Oklahoma State Cowboys, who are playing Tulsa tonight. Are they at Tulsa, or are they at OSU tonight? I'm not
at
really
OSU.
They're at OSU. But what's the score?
19-3, Golden Hurricane.
Golden Hurricane.
Rain Cane, baby. That's my brother's alma mater, so. Sorry, O State fans.
Yes, sorry. 19-3, the Tulsa Golden Hurricane up on the Oklahoma State Cowboys right now. That game's in the third quarter, I think I saw there. So started there, and before I go any further, I want to make sure I tell you this again. The Leopard varsity cheerleaders are competing in regionals in Class 3A, looking to go back and get that state title back. You know, they won 2 years ago, and I think that was 2 in a row for them then, and then ended up runner-up last year. So they want to go back and get that title back. So they start with, you got to get regionals first. They'll compete tomorrow at Stroud High School. Their performance time is scheduled for 11:48 in the morning. So, hey, if you can be around Stroud about 11:30 in the morning, 11:40, and get out there and support the varsity cheerleaders, they're going to be competing in a chance to go to state and defend that.
And I'm pretty sure that score last year at state came down to just the points for a single part of the routine. It was very, very, very tight, so I know it was heartbreaking for that crew, and they were very close. But so I know they're going to want some retribution there, and they did a very fine job last year, though.
They did, absolutely. I tell you what, they have definitely become the ones to beat out of Class 3A for sure. So good luck to the Leopard varsity cheerleaders as they go compete tomorrow in regionals. Looking at some of the area scores around, and again, we'll start out with Newcastle as they are hosting Elgin tonight, and Elgin is up 28-17 at halftime on the Newcastle Racers. We drop down to 4A. Blanchard, who is on the road at Guthrie. Guthrie highly ranked in the top 10 in Class 4A. They are handing it to Blanchard right now, 41-7. Guthrie on top that game in the third quarter. I did not get the Bridge Creek score, so I may have to go back and look up.
I'll see if I can find it.
See if you can find out while I do the rest of these. I was wrong earlier when we talked about this in the pregame, but Pauls Valley is playing Weatherford tonight, and it is all Weatherford at halftime, 35-7, Weatherford over the Pauls Valley Panthers. The Battle of the Bridge, Purcell and Lexington, and it has been all Dragons. Dragons are up 48-0 in the fourth quarter of that one. And Bridge Creek at Kingfisher tonight, and it is all Kingfisher, 45-6. That game also in the fourth quarter, and Kingfisher. Dropping down into 2A and just a couple of area games, the Lindsay Atoka game that we're talking about here, and it's 50-0 Leopards here in this one. Dibble is hosting Ringling tonight, and Dibble is up 35-8 that game in the third quarter there. Going to Class A, and the Wynnewood Savages on the road at Allen, and Allen is up by 2 at halftime, 16-14, so that one's a nail-biter. And then we'll drop down to Class B. The Ellick Longhorns hosting Davenport tonight, and Davenport up 4, 32-28, that game in the third quarter. That is all of our area scores, and we are just about a minute away from being ready to kick off the third quarter here. We do have word that the clock will be running here in the second half, so this second half will go very quickly. And we will do our best to try to get all of these players, because we expect that we're going to see probably just about anybody in a Leopard uniform will see the field tonight. So we will do our best to try to get those guys mentioned and brought up, because we definitely want to make sure that they get the recognition for being in and participating in this game and for the contributions they make to this team. So we'll do that, but again, a big thank you to all of our sponsors for letting us bring you Lindsay Leopard football here on KBLP Live, and of course our presenting sponsor, the American Exchange Bank. Greg Peary, Andrew Lyon, J.D. Scruggs on the live stream, Kevin Scruggs, and Eric Bearden decided that he just couldn't live without us. He had to come back and show up. So Eric is up top running the camera.
And he does a fine job.
He does an outstanding job.
And believe it or not, running that camera is hard on your back and feet and knees, standing in one spot. So
can't move.
Good to give Kevin a little help up there.
Absolutely. Kevin has to go talk anyway. Kevin likes to talk to people, and he can't run the camera and talk at the same time. So, and, of course, we can't forget the man, Jason Wallenberg, back at our studios handling things on the FM side of FM 105.1. Appreciate him. Making sure that our FM listeners get to tune in as well in case they can't get to the internet to watch us live on KBLP Live.
Did you mention Paige?
Do I have to mention Paige?
She put out a fine video at the beginning of this broadcast.
Yeah, she sure did. In all honesty, none of this would happen without Paige. All the work she does behind the scenes with the ads and the pictures and the commercials, the videos, the hype videos, she does a fantastic job. So, yes, thank you to Paige Sutherland as well. So the Leopards will get the ball to start the third quarter. And so this will be the first kickoff tonight for Atoka, and Timothy Wingo will be out there to kick it away for the Wampus Cats. And let's see if I can pick out who's back deep here for the Leopards.
That looks like that's Hudson, I think.
Hudson Harris, number 4 on this side.
That's my neighbor. I thought I recognized his gait.
So Wingo set to kick it away. This one heads to the far side of the field, and is that Self that has it?
I believe so.
And it was at the 20, the 25, the 30, down the sideline to 35, and ran out of bounds just shy of the 40-yard line.
Nice
and that
return.
was the number 28, Aiden Self.
Tackle made by Brock Smith, number 24 for Atoka. Nice little run back there.
So 1st and 10 Leopards as the clock runs. So it's Self will be in at running back, and
should be Albright at the quarterback.
Albright at the quarterback spot. Trips left in a bunch formation, single receiver right, high snap, gets it to Self, jet sweep going left, looking for a lane, can't find one, but we found a flag in the area of where we would probably see a hold on the Leopards. So that holding call will back them up, headed at the 37-yard line. And based on where the hole was at, let's see where they spot it here.
Looks like Self is somewhat injured. He comes off to the sideline. Can't tell. Just a hard hit, looks like.
1st and 15, the ball at the 27-yard line now. Hudson Harris is split right. Saw him come over here. We'll check these other guys as we get the chance here. Albright. High snap over his head. See if he can get it covered. They do get it covered before Atoka gets it or not.
It's
no,
Atoka ball.
has the ball. Ouch.
Yep.
Didn't really get a chance there. The high snap over the head of Maddox Albright, and it goes all the way back to the 5-yard line, just inside the 5 at the 4-yard line.
Yeah, that's tough.
So Atoka may get a chance to get an early score here. Get more subs in for the defense as the clock runs 9:15 and counting here. And they will put Richie in at quarterback. McCall, the lone setback, pitch it, fake the pitch to McCall. Quarterback keeps it, and I think they got him stopped short. No,
they call
touchdown. Atoka. So 1st and goal at the 4, and they punch it in on a 4-yard touchdown run from the quarterback, number 17, Connor Ritchie. And they will send extra point kick in. And this is Timothy Wingo. And Wingo
good-looking
boots
kick.
that one up. It did look good. So 8-13 when that went through the uprights, and it is 50-7 now. As Atoka takes advantage of a bad snap, gets it at the 4-yard line, and punches it in from there. And we'll just keep it here because, again, Atoka's already got the kickoff team out there.
Quinlan Austin, if you come to the press box, please. Quinlan Austin.
Wingo will tee it up for the Wampus Cats. Again, Hudson Harris back deep.
We've just got Hudson here.
Yeah,
Let me count.
there we. And somebody else is going to have to head back there, and they will
one.
send Silas Mahan back there this time.
Silas Mahan is down to the Leopards, deep. Hudson Harris.
Wingo again set to boot this one away, and they'll send it in the direction of Mahan, but it's taken up short with Albright. He's got some blockers. Look out. He cuts back at the 35. He's at the 40. Caught from behind, still trying to break away, still on his feet. And we got flags as he gets close to midfield. Let's see what the flag is here.
That was a nice return.
Big time work up inside there from Albright. 49-yard line. Let's see what the whistle, or excuse me, what the flag is for here. We got a hold on the Leopards. With the flag at the 44, I would suspect they'll move it to the 34.
A great return right there by Albright. He's not a real big-bodied kid, but boy, he's a little bit more powerful than he might look.
So clock down to 6 minutes left to go here in the third. Albright stays in at quarterback. Twins either side from the shotgun. Gets a snap, and that is Hutch Simonton. Digging for every yard he could. And he picked up a couple out to the 36-yard line. What a job. Because he got hit as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, and he still picked up 2 for Simonton.
Excellent effort. Just keep chopping them feet, boy. Tackle was made by number 2 for the Wampus Cats, and that is Cannon White.
So 2nd down and 8 for the Leopards. Simonton stays in at the running back. He'll be to the right of Albright from the shotgun. Twins either side. Now he'll move over to the left-hand side. Play clock down to 2, down to 1, and they'll flip it, and it's loose, and Atoka has it back. Oh, they call it an incomplete pass. That was a forward pass, and Hudson Harris was in motion right to left. He tried to flip it forward to him, and Harris could never come up with it, and because of that, it's not a fumble. It is a pass, and it's incomplete. So that'll bring up 3rd down and 8. The Ball at the Leopard 36-yard line. The clock hits 4.5 minutes left here in the third. Again, Twins either side. Simonton the lone setback. Fake to Simonton. Albright keeps it himself, and he'll get gang tackled shy of the 40. And mark it at the 38-yard line, so pickup of a couple of more there, but it's 4th down and 6 now. For 26 is Easton Allison. He'll check in at the wide receiver spot along with Doc Lively. Mahan is split wide left. And number 25 is Brody Broussard. He looks like he's going to line up in the slot now. We may be getting the punt formation here. That's what we're doing, and we're still confused. Whew. But I believe that's Harris back there to punt.
Yes,
nice quick punt, and there's nobody back deep, and it got a huge roll. What a punt by Harris. Inside the 10 down to the 8-yard line.
Great punt, and he just got hammered down here after the kick, by the way.
And no flags to.
No.
But, I mean, that was a quick one-step punt, and he pins Atoka deep at their own 8-yard line. So it'll be under 3 minutes to go by the time Atoka snaps this one here in the third quarter. They'll have it, and they mark it actually closer to the 7-yard line. And here comes the Atoka offense. Ritchie will be at quarterback. They'll go tripped right, single receiver left, and McCall will stay in at running back. Ritchie from the shotgun. Bad snap. Keeps it himself. Nearly got caught in the back there. He broke all kinds of tackles, and he'll get a first down. Nearly had him at the goal line, and he broke a couple of tackles, and he ends up with a first down as he gets out to the, looks like the 18-yard line. He picks up 11 yards.
I think that was Doc Lively out there getting him tripped up.
So 1st and 10 Atoka. 2 minutes left here in the third. Twins either side. Shotgun with McCall to the left for Ritchie. This time McCall right up the middle. Gets tripped up. That is the number 34, Coden Cordell, who had him, tripped him up. Stopped him for a short gain out to the 22-yard line. A pick up a 4, bring up a 2nd down and 6. Again, Twins either side. McCall in the backfield from the shotgun for Ritchie. Low snap, gets it, throws the quick out, caught, and quickly out of bounds. That is Michael Miller, number 4, on the reception for the Wampus Cats.
Easton Allison on the tackle, number 26.
The gain goes out to the 24-yard line. Still brings up a 3rd down and 4. Under a minute to go here in the third now. Trips right, single receiver left. Ritchie calls for it. The bubble screen, and he threw it too tall for Michael Miller, number 4, the intended receiver. And that makes it now 4th down and 4. Ball is sitting at the 24-yard line of Atoka. And see if they actually get this one off. Just 10 seconds left here before the end of the third. Looks like they'll just let the clock run out, and we'll swap ends of the field and go to the third quarter. So that'll be it. We'll head to the fourth with a 50-7 lead for the Lindsay Leopards. Let's take a timeout. We'll come back with more live coverage of Leopard football presented by the American Exchange Bank on KBLP Live.
Are you tired of doing laundry? Give Sunshine Suds a call and let them do it for you. Sunshine Suds will wash and fold your clothes, and they also offer dry cleaning. Sunshine Suds also does quilting and alterations. Load up that laundry basket and head to Sunshine Suds, located at 107 Southwest 2nd Street in Lindsay, Oklahoma, or give them a call at 405-756-2850.
Tonight's broadcast of Lindsay Leopard Football brought to you in part by the Super C Mart, your hometown grocery store, offering everything you need to feed the family, including fresh produce and choice meats. Good luck to the Lindsay Leopard football team from your fans at the Super C Mart.
So we start the fourth quarter. Atoka has the football, 4th down and 4, their own 24-yard line. And it looks like they will punt this away as Wingo will step back inside of his own 15. See if I can figure out who this is deep for the Leopards. And it was Aiden Self, but Wingo punted it out of bounds on the far side of the field. Let's see where they spot it. It's going to be in Atoka territory at the 38-yard line. So the Leopards will get it back. Somewhere in the neighborhood of 11 minutes left to go in the ball game by the time they snap this one. And they'll start at the Atoka 38-yard line. Number 51's Knox Medillion. Up there on that offensive line along with 64 Quade Robbins. Number 52 is Cody Franklin. And I'm missing somebody here. I'll get there. Bunch of receivers either side. And all right, just going to do a jet sweep left. Makes a move. Gets to the edge.
Oh, still on his feet.
What a nice move to get up in there and get anything at all. And he had Aiden Self leading the way around the edge, and I think Self thought he could beat that guy because he went on down to get the next guy in line. And Albright had to just kind of make something happen, but he got all the way to the 31-yard line, picked up 7 yards, so it's going to be up a 2nd down and 3. Again, they'll stay with the bunch of receivers to either side. Self moves over to the right side of Albright from the shotgun. Albright calls for it. The pitch. Self cuts it up, misses the first guy, but got the ball stripped and fumbled. And it is recovered by number 8, Case Horton from Atoka. And so the fumble. We'll give the ball right back.
Well, that's unfortunate. I feel like these guys could do something offensively, these young Leopards, and we just keep having turnover trouble.
Yep, got the mishaps that are keeping them from it. Had the bad snap earlier that ended up costing them the touchdown, and fumble there. Brody Broussard, number 25. Checking in, Self comes out. Number 13 is Carter Price. He's at the cornerback on this side. Trips left, single receiver right. Ritchie will hand it off, and we've got flags at the snap. They let the play run, though. That is number 65, Jackson Henry on the stop. But let's see what the flag is here. Like the game went to the 38-yard line, so it's about 3 yards on that gain from a call. And I missed the actual signal, but they're marching off 15 yards against the Leopards. And again, I missed his actual call. It goes to the Leopard 47-yard line. So 1st and 10 Atoka, now on the Leopard side of the 50. They've got twins either side. Ritchie has McCall to his left in the shotgun. Richie keeping all the way. Jet sweep left, and
Oh,
what a
shoestring.
play. Was that
That was Aiden Self on the tackle. I was seeing Doc Lively down here had a beat on him, expecting him to get the tackle.
was Easton Allison on it?
Oh, excuse me.
26.
26.
Not 28. It was 26. I'm with you. I thought.
My eyes are getting old.
Yeah, mine and yours both.
All right, Easton Allison. Sorry, buddy. I was trying to give somebody else credit for that. That's a good tackle.
Pick up a 5 means a second down and 5. And again, a quarterback keeper, this time coming the other way, and he got the edge. He's at the 20, he's at the 15, the 10, and he's finally run out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
That was Coden Cordell getting a shoulder on him to bump him out of bounds.
But 37 yards on the scramble that time from Richie, gets it to a 1st and goal at the 5. '71 Zach McKee in there on that defensive line up front.
Let's see if these youngsters can make a stand right here. I'd love to see it.
I would too. 1st and goal at the 5. Richie calls for it, gives it to McCall. McCall, no, will not get there.
Well defended.
Saw 25 come up
Yes,
off the bottom of that. Brody
Broussard.
Titus Emery, number 70, in there on that front offensive line too. 65 Jackson Henry. Twins left, slot receiver right, also have a wide receiver right. 2nd and goal. The ball at the 2, and this time the quarterback keeper, and he'll outrun everybody to the edge and go in untouched. Two-yard touchdown run from the quarterback. Number 17, that is Connor Ritchie. Makes it 50-13, and Timothy Wingo steps back out to try the extra point try for the 2nd time tonight. Snap, good hold, and the kick was blocked. And was that Allison that blocked that? 21 blocked it. That is Doc Lively. So the clock runs down, under 4.5 to go. By the time the Leopards get it back, it is 50-13. They still lead the Atoka Wampus Cats. We'll take a quick timeout. We'll come back right after this. This is Leopard Football presented by the American Exchange Bank on KBLP Live.
El Unico Taco Truck is ready to curb your hunger. The traveling taco truck has locations in Lindsay and Blanchard and is available for catering services. You can contact El Unico to book your next event at 405-760-0821. El Unico enjoys supporting all of our Leopards with their Taco Tuesdays. Reach out to El Unico for your next event.
Clock will be under 4 minutes by the time the Leopards get this one back. They lead 50-13 over the Atoka Wampus Cats. I believe that is Harris and Self back deep. Wingo set to kick it away for the Wampus Cats. High end over end kick, and that will be taken at the 20-yard line. Oh, what a move.
Nice.
He's
move.
at the 40,
He's
the
going.
50, the 40. Wingo, the only man left to beat him, and he can't get it. He's at the 10, he's at the 5. Touchdown.
Right. Aiden Self.
Aiden Self. I'm going to say, what was that, 80 yards, 70 yards?
It was a whole bunch of
A
yards.
whole
That
bunch
was
of
a great
yards,
run.
but there's some good moves down through there.
Absolutely. Nice cut here. Had one man to run over or beat, and he got by him.
Got past the kicker Wingo and took it all the way to the house for the score.
That's exciting even when it's the backups in. I love it.
You better believe it. That's even more exciting maybe. Give these guys a chance to show what they can do.
Absolutely.
So 56-13. Leopards will probably go for 2 here, trying to get things lined up to go. This may be the last hoorah here with the clock running down to 2:20. More than likely, Atoka gets the ball back. They'll end up with it for the end of the game. So, Albright brings the offense out for the 2-point conversion, has Self to his right. And he'll flip it. And that is, tried to cut it up inside there. That was Brody Broussard who came in motion and tried to cut it back up in there. Just couldn't get to the goal line. So the 2-point is no good. But, again, 56-13 Leopards. And the clock down to 1:50 left to go in the ball game, and it has been running the whole second half. So, again, this may be just a kickoff and a snap away from the game being over. But it's been all Leopards here tonight. Has not really been Atoka's night. And again, we talked about it at halftime. The Leopard have played lights out, but Atoka really young team. They will get better.
You betcha.
Final score from Purcell in the Battle of the Bridge, and it is all Dragons, 55-0. They defeated Lexington tonight. Third quarter, Weatherford leads Pauls Valley 35-7. Just some scores to bring you up to date here. Gonzalez, high, short kick, and it is taken at the 30, and then headed to the right is Horton, gets to the sideline to the 45, tries to cut back, and then he is caught from behind. And I believe that was Alan Gonzalez who made that tackle from behind. So 20 seconds left. They may have to hustle to even get a snap off here at their own 49-yard line. Down to 10. Ritchie back at quarterback, and they're just going to hand it off, and I believe that was McCall, and that'll do it. So the Lindsay Leopards start the season 3-0. Talked about it before the game that they had not had a 2-0 start to the season since 2016. Now I got to go back and see how long it's been since we had a 3-0 start.
I just knew that you already had that looked up and you were fixing to tell us.
I wish. But I do know that in 2016 when they started 2-0, they ended up going 10-0 by the end of the regular season. So, hey, let's hope they can do that. 56-13, our final score. The Lindsay Leopards defeat the Atoka Wampus Cats. We're going to send it back over to JD. We'll take a timeout. We'll quickly add up some of these final numbers and get back to wrap it up from Burford Field right after this on KBLP Live.
T&W Tire is a family-owned, full-service commercial tire company. As a leader in auto repair, T&W is more than just tires. Our highly qualified mechanics can get you back on the road no matter what you drive. We also specialize in serving the tire needs of commercial fleets, oil and gas, construction equipment, and a variety of industrial applications. So for your automotive needs, look no further than T&W Tire, located at 410 Southeast 4th in Lindsay, Oklahoma, or look up one of our many locations on tnwtire.com.
For over 68 years, Winans Funeral Home in Maysville, Oklahoma, has been serving families in the area during their greatest time of need, the loss of a loved one. We treat each family as if they were our own and consider it a true calling to minister to each and every family that calls upon us. We don't take caring for your loved one and your family lightly. Your care is important to us. Call on us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, where our staff can assist your family with immediate need with the loss of a loved one, pre-need arrangement planning, pre-need burial insurance, along with questions regarding funeral burial trust accounts, Veterans Administration, and Social Security benefits questions. Myself, John W. Williams, Teresa, and Claudia are well experienced in these areas and will be more than happy to assist you in any way we can. Winans Funeral Home in Maysville, where you are family.
Well, you really did it to yourself this time.
Plop, plop, fizz, fizz, oh, what a relief it is. Plop, plop, fizz, fizz, oh, what a relief it is. Plop, plop, fizz, fizz, oh, what a relief it is.
Ah, those lovely bubbles. Bursting into action, instantly soothing your upset stomach and speeding relief to your aching head. Alka-Seltzer works fast.
Oh, what a relief it is.
American Exchange Bank, right here in Lindsay, is a locally owned and operated community bank that believes in just that, you, a community of fellow leopards. We love our customers. We feel very grateful for each one. So if you are looking for a safe place to put your money, need help achieving that next dream project, or are simply looking for a different banking experience, give us a call at 405-756-3101. We look forward to serving you each day. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
Asher Oilfield Services. Success starts here. We have decades of experience and consistently exceed our customers' expectations. Contact us for all your flowback needs. Check us out on the web at AsherOilfield.com.
For all your construction needs, give Brad Taylor a call with B&S Construction at 1-405-428-0039. B&S Construction specializes in concrete pads, sidewalks, and metal buildings of all sizes. Call Brad today for a free estimate. The crew at B&S Construction would like to wish the Leopards a safe and successful season. Go Lindsay!
BC Factoring and Finance is a local, family-owned finance company. We assist small businesses with flexible and creative financing solutions to meet their cash flow needs. Call us to discuss ways we can help free up your time to focus on building your business. Visit us online at bcfactoring.com or give us a call at 405-259-2104. Go, Lindsay!
Craving a taste of authentic Mexico right here in town? Head over to Casa 13. Dive into a variety of salsas, from zesty and mild to bold and spicy. Order to go and settle in for all your leopard action at home. And don't forget the drinks. Or come in and catch the Friday night football games live and curb your hunger. Late night watching leopard football? Let us cook breakfast for you. Now serving breakfast Saturdays and Sundays. Come see us at 110 Southeast 4th Street. Go Leopards!
Tonight's football broadcast is brought to you in part by the City of Lindsay, proud supporters of Lindsay Leopard football and all student endeavors at Lindsay Public Schools. Keep up with local information and events at cityoflindsay.com, which now offers easy online bill pay. Good luck to the Leopards this football season from the City of Lindsay.
Clements Insurance provides insurance coverage to best suit your needs. We offer auto, home, farm, life, and business policies. Come by 109 West Chickasaw or call 405-756-2253. Clements Insurance is carrying on the tradition to satisfy you. So come see me, Keith, or Beth. Go Lindsay!
Hey friends, Danny Daniels here. I wanted to take a moment and let you know about a very helpful service that I provide for you and your family in our community. I own and operate Danny Daniels Pest Services, and I would like to ask you to call me the next time you have a need or desire for effective, safe, and affordable pest services. If you have spiders, roaches, ants, fleas, ticks, scorpions, crickets, whatever, I can help. Give me a call at 405-428-3833. That's 405-428-3833. I'd be glad to help.
So welcome back to Burford Field as we wrap it up. A 56-13 win for the Lindsay Leopards. Very impressive win tonight over a very young but talented Atoka team. They will be a good team in a couple of years for sure. All those freshmen and got some talent. But again, it was all Leopards tonight, 56-13. Looking at our officially unofficial numbers here, and again, I got to focusing so hard on trying to get our young guys in the game and who was where and what changes we were making. I'm not sure I got everything written down right, but here's what we're going to go with. 25 rush plays, 119 yards total for Atoka in that ball game. And Connor Ritchie came in a quarterback there in that second half against, again, the second and thirds and probably fourths on the Leopard defense, but he ends up with 8 carries and 63 yards, had a couple of touchdown runs as well. And then 15 carries, 44 yards on the night for the senior Wade McCall. Leads the way rushing, and again, no passes there in that second half. They end up with just 22 yards passing on the night, 6 of 14 in that first half, but only 22 yards through the air for Atoka. So a total of 141 yards of total offense for Atoka Wampus Cats tonight. For the Lindsay Leopards, who roll up 230 yards of offense tonight, 172 of it on the ground. And that was led by Dutton Taylor, who ended up with 75 yards on 9 carries, did all of that probably the first quarter, as a matter of fact. I'm not sure we ever saw him after that. Wampus Cats up on the screen, by the way. We talked about that last year. If you ever want to know what a Wampus Cat looks like, that is what a Wampus Cat looks like. 75 yards on 9 carries leads the way for the Leopards from Dutton Taylor. 60 yards on 3 carries from Isaac Cameron. And then saw some big plays on special teams from the Leopards in the second half from the guys coming in off the bench. Was a great second half from a special team standpoint in a way. But just could not get much offense going. Had some bad snaps, had some fumbles, and just couldn't get things going for them there in the second half offensively. But 172 yards on 19 rush plays for the Lindsay Leopards, and no changes from the first half. So, again, Cameron goes 3 for 4 for 41 yards. Tug Vaught came in and went 1 for 1 for 17 yards, the lone passing touchdown of the night. 2 rushing touchdowns for Dutton Taylor, 2 for Crew Flood. And then Tug Vaught also had a rushing touchdown tonight. And then the Leopards add one on a punt return from Aiden Self there in the second half. Flood also had a interception return for a touchdown tonight. So special teams did a great job tonight as well for the Lindsay Leopards. That'll do it for the offensive side. Let's go talk to Andrew about the defensive numbers.
Yes, sir. I'll start with the Atoka, leading tacklers for the Wampus Cats. Wade McCall with 2.5. Tegan Richardson with a pair. Case Shores and Brock Smith. Case Shores had 2. Brock Smith was the leading tackler with 3 for the Wampus Cats. Also, Brock Smith with an interception to his credit. Case Horton as well with a forced fumble and fumble recovery for the Wampus Cats. Let me see, look at my numbers down here. They give up 230 total yards to the Lindsay offense, allowing 7.6 yards per play for the game. So letting the Leopards get a lot of big chunk plays. Just a little bit too much for the Wampus Cats tonight. For the Leopards, leading tacklers remain the same as they were at halftime. Maddox Albright with 5. Also Crew Flood with 5. A whole bunch of Leopards adding tackles there in the second half. I won't list them all, but Coden Cordell, Easton Allison, each with a pair. Jackson Henry also with a pair of tackles. So great job for those guys. Let's see. We had Doc Lively with a blocked kick. Caleb Snow with a blocked kick. So 2 blocked kicks tonight, which is unusual, and that's great. And also, of course, the interception for a touchdown from Crew Flood. So great defense all the way around. Second stringers coming in, getting a lot of playing time, getting tested a little bit, and thought they showed some bright spots. Were tested a little bit by some of the starting players by the Wampus Cats, but a pretty good job, and it's a good thing for them to get some time on the field tonight. Team defense, again, not real good, but they did, let's see, Lindsay was a little bit worse in the second half, allowing 3.6 yards per play for a total of 41 yards on 39 plays. So that number goes, the yards allowed goes up a little bit there in the second half, as you'd expect. Penalties-wise, the Leopards ended up not having a great second half, and I think they added 3 or 4 more. Total penalties were 10 for 90 yards. And no more penalties added in the second half for the Wampus Cats. They ended up with 5 penalties, 45 yards. One thing I did want to say, penalties-wise, we have had the last couple of games, we've had 10, 12, 14 penalties, a bunch of them. And in the first half there, the first string for the Leopards, I think only had 3. So a little bit cleaner. What I liked about this game, as I mentioned in the beginning, that I wanted to see the Leopards come out and play their game, do what they're supposed to do, and not take these guys lightly. I feel like they did that. They came and executed well, did a lot of things well, good solid defense, gave up very few yards defensively. Offense was on point, making the plays they should make, and got the job done. So I thought a pretty clean game, the little bit that the starters got to play. And we come out here with a big win and 3-0. That's a great start.
Great start, and it's like, hey, congratulations, y'all have started off 3-0. Now go play Marlow.
Yeah.
You know, we've talked about, you know, you get to the end of the season and you fight and fight and fight to make it to the playoffs, and they say, here, go play the number 1 team in the state for the first round of your playoffs.
Yep.
But the Leopards we've played three good games. But, I mean, admittedly, they're against teams that are down. Pauls Valley's down this year. Purcell is down this year from what we normally see from them, even though, you know, Purcell handed a big one tonight against Lexington, 55-0, the final score there. And even though Purcell lost to Washington last week, Purcell matched Washington for the first 3 or 4 scores. And so that tells you Purcell is probably a little better than what we saw, and that was their first game of the season when we played them. So, you know, so you've played Pauls Valley, you've played Purcell, and you beat both of them fairly easily, and then you end up playing an Atoka team that is very, very down and very young. We said it before the game, talking up here in the booth. Next week you're going to find out what you're made of. You're going to go take on a Marlow team that's going to be tough.
You got that right.
So we get to play them at home. That's what helps. I mean, I like the fact that we're going to get them here at Burford Field. But yeah, you're going to find out next week. Marlow, on top of the fact that they coming in 2-0, they played the North Rock Creek, beat them 41-6. They played Chickasha out of 4A, beat them 41-0. They were supposed to have played Mustangs JV last week, and the game got canceled. And so they will not have played a game in 2 weeks when they come play us. So, because they had a bye tonight. So, they're going to have a couple of weeks that they've had a chance to kind of, you know, get some things figured out and get some more reps in. So, they're going to be ready to hit somebody.
Yep, for sure.
So, it'll be next week. I think the way it was said was we're going to find out what we're made of.
I think that's absolutely right. And those Outlaws, man, they reload as well as any town I've ever seen. They've always got plenty of dudes, big dudes. They play well together. They're very well coached. And, I mean, I hate saying it, but I can't say enough good things about that Marlow program over there.
Every
year.
The
head coach is my cousin, so don't hate me. But he's a good one over there, and we look forward to that game. I'm looking forward to seeing what we're made of.
I'm with you.
So
I tell you what, I really believe this team that the Leopards have got this year, with the fact that you bring back as much experience and the skill that this team has got, the talent that we've got, I really think we can play with anybody this season. So
I do too. If we don't play them a solid football game, I'll be disappointed. I really think win, lose, or draw, if we go in, we play them a tough ball game, then we've done some good, and we'll know where we really stand. That's really the major test until we get to Washington there on the back end. Everything in between there, I think we should be able to handle okay. But, man, if we could get a win, at least one win out of Marlow or Washington, we've really done something, I think. And this is going to be the year to do it. I think this is the best shot we've had in a few years. And I think Washington not flying quite as high as they have been. looking good, but, not quite as dominant as they've been the last 2 or 3 years. So, man, this is the year to do something.
I agree. Well, with that, JD's, I think, ready to go home.
Let me add one more thing
Add one more
before
thing
we
here.
go. Let's take one more peek.
Let's go back to talk about some Tulsa Golden Hurricane and some Oklahoma State.
2 minutes, 48 seconds left. Tulsa holding on to a lead, 19-12.
19-12. Has Oklahoma State scored a touchdown, or have they kicked 4 field goals?
It, I believe, has been all field goals.
All field goals.
Yep.
So Golden Hurricane have held them to no touchdowns tonight. But 7-point game, 2 minutes left to go. We'll see what happens. Big game going on in Norman tomorrow.
Yeah, what do you have for that one? What's your prediction?
I really don't know. Since you're facing a former Oklahoma quarterback, I think that makes it a little interesting. But I think it also gives the Sooners a little more added edge to that. I think OU's I'll give them 2 touchdown favorite.
Okay, I like it. I'm saying 31-17 OU. I think OU's going to go and score some points. And, man, that defense has been rolling.
Oh, they've been in. I hope they stay with it. So, again, thank you. 56-13, our final score here tonight. The Lindsay Leopards go 3-0 on the season, and Atoka will start their season 0-3 after tonight's loss to the Leopards. A big thank you to Eric Bearden, to Kevin Scruggs running the camera up top, to J.D. Scruggs on the live stream. Andrew, great job tonight.
Thank you, sir.
And Andrew Lyon helping me out. We'll get all the defensive stuff to you, and I'll try to get you all the offensive stuff. But my name is Greg Peary. For Jason Wallenberg back at our studios, and for all of us here at Burford Field on KBLP Live, we will see you right back here next Friday night. The Marlowe Outlaws in town, I believe, starting next week. All of the kickoffs are at 7 o'clock rather than 7:30. So we'll start a pregame somewhere around probably 5:15 or 6:15-ish probably would be about when we'll start instead of the 6:45-ish we have been. So, but stick around with us on KBLP and KBLP Live. Follow us on social media. You can find us on YouTube, find us on Facebook, and keep you up to date.
I think you can even find us on TikTok nowadays.
Really?
That's what I'm thinking. I don't have TikTok, so I can't confirm it, but I'm pretty sure we do.
Okay. That Paige has to be in the middle of that.
I know, because I'm too old for TikTok.
For Paige Sutherland, Jason Wallenberg, all of us at KBLP, my name is Greg Peary. We say goodnight from Burford Field. We will see you right back here next week. And until we do, remember, whatever you do, always be a good sport.
Attention, Lindsay. Design It has a brand new home at 306 South Main, and we can't wait for you to see it. Step into our fresh new space and check out our latest spirit designs to cheer on your favorite local school teams. Whether you're looking for custom apparel, spirit gear, or unique designs that show your school pride, Design It has you covered. Come celebrate our new location today at 306 South Main Street in Lindsay. Because at Design It, school spirit starts here.